Hey everybody, what's going on? Excuse me there. What are your goals for silver and gold for 2023? That's what we're going to discuss today, and that's what we're going to talk about. What are they? Do you have any goals? Are you a goal setter? Maybe you're just a person who buys on a whim when you can, or maybe you're someone that can budget a whole bunch. Per paycheck, you buy a certain amount. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse today. I slowly getting over strep throat here, and it's not very fun. But it's okay. Pop out this chat here. Let me chat. Come on, chat. I don't know why YouTube does this. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, I apologize. Let me get this link out here. Anybody wants to come up, you can feel free. Yes, I copied. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Paste. There we go. And we'll just pin that.
All right, well, I'm gonna go back on the wall
Ooh. I don't even know what's going on. Not my scenario. Anyway, what we're here for. What are your thoughts? What are your goals for 2023, guys? You guys got any goals of how many ounces you want to put in your stack? You guys just want to buy when you can? Do you set a certain goal for yourself? Do you budget per paycheck? Or do you just buy whatever you feel like buying when the time hits you? Me personally, I just I don't ever really, as a dealer, I don't set a goal for myself. I just I just buy what I just buy what comes readily available at the time that I can, turn around and resell. I think gold will go up too, Miss Siren. That's one thing that people are really hoarding, but really, I know I said, right, Shadow. But what a lot of people don't talk about, and I didn't even put it in this title, is platinum. Platinum to me is like an unsung metal. Anytime you can get your hand on some platinum, even the 1 gram bars or the 1/10 or anything platinum, buy it, buy it, buy it. Platinum is very cheap right now. I think it's. I'm not a person that predicts precious metals any shape or fashion, but I can definitely see platinum just skyrocketing in 2023. I can see it soaring. I don't think it's going to top out gold, but I can definitely see it. $200 to $300 an ounce going up this year for sure. So I think platinum would be the way to go. Silver and gold are always a good way to go for sure. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting over this strep throat, trying to anyway. So I probably won't be on here that long. But I did die. But if anybody does want to come up, feel free. We can chat about it. Miss Iron, I know you don't never come up. But I've been putting out some shorts. If you guys haven't seen those yet. Yes, platinum does just looks just like silver. It is a grayish metal, just a little bit more expensive. I've been putting out shorts on the pandas. I am going to keep going. Excuse me. What defines its quality? What do you mean, Shadow? In a world where Shadow asks what defines its quality of platinum. Sorry, that's an inside joke with me and Shadow and a few others. Couldn't help myself, Shadow. Oh, excuse me. My goodness gracious. Need to lay down, but when I lay down, I get no coughing fit. Then when I sit up, and I want to lay down, and then I get no coughing fit. Zebra kicks. What is going on? How you doing? But no, they use platinum in a lot of things. I mean, Cadillac converters. They use platinum, palladium, rhodium. They use platinum in a lot of things, like how they use gold and silver in computers. They're starting to use platinum in some of it now. Phones, they're using it in everything, just like they are with gold and silver. But most of your platinums come from your South American area, and the mines really got hit during COVID. So platinum really skyrocketed because a lot of the mines had to shut down, and they're not finding as much. So it's Hey, Mater. But they don't find such a amount of quantity as you do gold or silver. No, it's not more expensive than gold. It's just well, Shadow, where you live, go down to your local um, pawn shop by where you live, or maybe a coin store or something. Just walk in and just say you'd like to see like a platinum coin or something. Because I'm sure they have one. I'm sure they've got one or two, a couple of blocks from where you're at. I'm not going to give everybody where you live, but I'm sure there's one down there. Maybe 3 or 4 blocks up the road. but but yeah, that's where now me personally, my goal is to submit a whole bunch of coins. I'm not really going into the gold and silver stacking. I'm going more into the precious numismatic part of it, and I'll explain why. your gold and silver could be anything, bullion, coins. Like these are silver coins, but these do have some numismatic value when you get into certain silver coins. You do have when you get into your Morgans, your seated coins, your walking half dollars, your Benjis, when you start getting into the numismatics, that's where, and there's nothing wrong with just being a stacker, but your numismatics, the collector value is always doing this. It's going up, going up, actually going up this way, whatever. But and to me, I think that's the way to go this year, because your silver and gold is just going to keep flip flopping. I think it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. And I think it's just going to keep going back and forth. I don't think we're going to go any higher than 26 in silver, and I don't think we're going to dip any lower than 22. I think we're just going to keep bouncing in that $4 range in silver all year long. That's my prediction. Gold, I'm going to say we're going to have about $100, give or take, all the time. It's going up a little bit today. Now it's back down $40. Now it's up $10. Now it's down $30. Now it's up $60. I think gold's going to just keep doing that. That's what I think. That's what I think it's going to do. That's just me. Now I could be totally wrong, and I might be, but that's okay. But what I'm focusing on is getting things graded. Like, see, this here is a 1983 to 2015 Panda set. These are proof. These are not mint. These are mint state. Proof is where you can see the mirror finish on them. I'll bring one up. Where you can really see the mirror behind it. You see what camera I'm using and everything. That's proof. That's a proof like, for those that don't know. Now that's a 98. But that is a proof. Any of these older Pandas, till you get to about 2000, getting these in even a 67 or a 68, you're talking $3,000 a coin. Now where they sit right now, these older Pandas at the top row, probably $400 or $500 a piece per Panda. But getting them graded, getting that slab, getting that label on there, getting that grade on there, that's where the numismatic comes in on them, even on silver, on your silver coins. No, I'm not talking about your Philharmonics. I'm not talking about your ASEs. Oh, Lord knows we got enough ASE slab for years to come. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about stuff that keeps a big premium the older they get, like your kookaburras, your older kooks that are in high grade, your older koalas that are in high grade, your pandas. Those are what I'm talking about in numismatic. Now, am I saying that silver bullion can become numismatic? Yes, I'm saying that because the facts are there to support it. But I'm not talking like your newer stuff, like it goes up to 2050. Now, this down here, I already know when I send these in, this bottom row down here, when I send these in, if they come back a 70, you're probably looking at $60 to $65 a coin. I already know that. Can you be any louder? Oh, my goodness, Kiki. But what I'm talking about is the older set. Now, the reason I want to do the whole set is because I want to get all the way up to 2023, and I want to have a set of pandas graded, same holder, not necessarily the same. Hey, you nerd, how you doing?
Hi, nerd.
Nerd, get on up here. Somebody get on up here and chit chat with me. Come on, y'all. I can't be the only one with the horse's mouth up here. But anyway, let me know what your goal is, because I know Nerd's got a gold goal in mind. He always has a gold goal. Yeah, I've been drinking orange juice like crazy. I got lemonade in there too. I'm on antibiotics. I got amoxicillin in front of me and naproxen and everything. I look like a pharmacy over here right now with all that. These are all pandas. Tara, these are all pandas. These are 1983 to 2015. Every one of them is a panda. They're just different designs. Bring it down more so you can see. Yeah, they're all pandas. Some's got one, some's got two, some's got three. Yeah, all this is a whole panda set. They started in 1983 with the first three we know are 90% silver. They did not make them in a 1 troy ounce. They did not make an 86. They did not make an 88. So you got 85, 87, 89, 90. They did not. I think it was just because of. I don't know if it was popularity. I don't know if it was just because of planchets weren't available. I'm not sure what it was over in China, but they did not make an 86 or an 88. So that's when you say you got a full set. You are gonna. Yeah, I know, but every time I rest, then I get a coughing fit, and every time I sit up, I want to lay down, and it's just a mess. But anyway, yeah, Mater, you're about as funny as a box of rocks. I'm telling you. I still love you, though. But anyway, okay, I got like 4 people in chat that I know that's come up on panel. One of y'all get up here. It's ridiculous. Nerd, I'm hollering at you too. But anyway, so what are your, so that's the title of, what are your gold and silver goals? Do you have any? Coin Captain, hello sir. Hey, I saw you in the chat this morning at the Spectacular premiere. I was just lurking and watching. That was a pretty cool premiere he did this morning. I saw you in there. Wanted to say hello to you, but I just thought I'd just stay lurking. Because I was up that early this morning over here. It was 6 o'clock my time. But I was already up because I had to take Kiki to work and then I couldn't get back to bed. And I finally got back to bed for a while. Then I had to wake back up. So, but yeah. So what are your silver? So are you guys just stackers? Are you guys, see, like me, like I said, being a dealer, I'm going to head more for, I can get bullion anywhere. I can get bullion anytime. I'm not looking for bullion this year. I'm not even looking for gold bullion. Now, the gold I'd be looking for would be the old gold, the pre-33 gold. I'd like to get some, $2.50 gold, $5 gold, $10 gold. I'd like to get some Saint Goddesses. Hey, you nerd. See, Nerd's got the gold. I brought the silver. Nerd brought the
What's up?
I see you got some 1/10 ounces out there. I see a.
Those are my 10th ounce slabs.
Ah. Hi.
I got a panda right here.
Hey. Oh, hang on. Let's bring you in. Let's pick you solo. Go ahead.
I got this panda here.
Okay, I want the panda. You know me, I want the panda. Okay.
And then I've got a couple of just eagles. Let's see, I got this 2006. And I've got this
Hi, you Josh.
2003.
What's up?
And then I got, it's not a slab, but it's special because it's one of those, they had it specially minted for this company. It's got a special.
So that's not a third party slab then. That's just a a special holder for something they
That's a
did?
special holder that they minted 100,000 of these for this company, Family of Eagles Limited. A special mint
491.
mark. It's got two people holding hands. That's what the mint mark looks like. So that right
Oh,
there.
wow.
And
Now is that that's a 10th, right?
these are all 10th, yeah.
Yeah, 10th. Okay.
And then this is my latest favorite.
Oh, Mater, where'd you go? Mater dropped out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that one.
Proof 70 deep can.
Yeah, those deep cans are pretty.
Yeah. Well, and since I paid regular price for it, regular 10th
Wow,
ounce price, not
that's
proof
that's
10th ounce
great.
price.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Managed to get it for a pretty good deal. But yeah, those are mine. That's my babies that
So what's your goal for
just
what's your goal for 2023?
you
Hit
stacking.
one button.
I see that. So what's do you have a goal for any silver or gold for yourself, nerd?
Yeah, I mean, my goal is I'd like to hit 1,000 ounces of silver this year, and I'd like to get to 10 ounces of gold. I probably won't get there, but that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
still got a big hill to climb.
Like I said, I'm just going to stay more in the numismatics this year. I'm going to do a lot more sending off to grading companies, getting stuff, especially like older stuff like this. Now I'm not going to be sending off, tubes of ASEs or nothing stupid like that. But if I start getting like sets of old kooks or something like that, then I might do that. Or I get in like some nice Morgan seated trade dollars or seated, $50 or cap bus or something. Then I'm going to just send those in because even if some of those, even if they come back clean, especially your flowing hair, your cap bust, it doesn't hurt them if they come back clean. It just what people really want at that point. They just want them to make sure they're genuine and they're real, because there's so many fakes out there. So, but that's the goal I'm sticking with this year. Now, if I do get gold and silver and stuff in like that, it's not going to be, any set goal for me or anything. I'm just going to try to. I guess if I had to put a goal on myself, it would be a lot more currency. I'd just be getting my display cases back to being full. I've got two. I got another one down here I'm not even using yet. But I'd really like to. My goal is I have 3. I'd like to get 6 display cases full, 2 currency, 2 slabs, full of slabs, and then I'd like to get 1.5 full of just silver, like dump bins of Constitutional, maybe some Cole Morgan stuff like that, and maybe like a half a case of like some different size gold pieces, whether it's slabbed or just bullion or if it's actual coins. But I think that's what I'm going with.
Hey, money. Nerd doesn't have as good looking a $100 bill like I got.
That's just a star note.
So do I.
So you got any goals there, Mater? Are you gonna, other than staying away from the Royal Mint?
Yeah, besides staying away from the Royal Mint, yeah.
Well, our U.S. Mint and some people's opinions aren't doing as well either.
Well, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with the U.S. Mint. But for me is once I can get back to being on the healthy side and figure out what's going on. I'd like to see about start getting more, silver and gold and start getting more of the different coins because, I guess, I don't know if it's because I got lucky on that $100 bill I found or what, but I ain't been able to find a good deal anymore. Oh, someone sounds like they're roboting.
Yeah, I figured. It might be there. It was Tara. So yeah, I just I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So you just oh my God, I get my brain together.
Now if the Royal Mint was better, or if they could start being more precise as far as, making sure that
Oh, you mean
as far as what they've got is not,
you mean consistent?
more consistent. But I agree we do need to crack those open and I guess send them back in for.
Only one I really want to crack open is your MS61 and your 65. I think the other ones they got it right. Those two I cannot find where they hit a 61 or a 65 on those. I had to mute you because your background at work was just loud,
Right.
squeaky something. You can unmute when you're ready. But those are the only two I want to crack out. And it's not like people don't do that. I mean, I watch plenty of videos even today of people doing crack out challenges where, you send them back in.
Now, what about if we send them back in where they're still sealed? Would they crack them open and re-examine them? Or would we have to do that? And he's not there. Let me grab the coins.
All right, there we go. Anyway, nerd, you're muted. Crazy nerd. But
so, like I said, would it be better for us to send them back in uncracked or for us to do them? He's not even listening.
I am listening, but everybody's talking to me, and I got to keep muting because my blue mic picks up everything.
Sorry.
Okay. Did you pull out your $100 bill?
No, I was pulling out some of the other. I mean, now these two here, I think would be worth seeing about getting sent off to get graded.
Yeah, those are your.
Yeah,
consecutive
that's
cards.
that's the two $5 bills that I got at Walmart. I mean, 2 star notes and sequential numbered, and that I got as change.
Yeah, Walmart's really good at giving those out. I usually don't find them in star notes though.
Yeah, I know. That's what surprised me, and unfortunately, she had already closed out the register, and I didn't have a way of getting anything else. Okay, that's a 67. 66. That's 66. All right, there's one. It's a 61.
Yeah, you got a 61 and a 65 in there. Those are the two I want to crack out. And
Yeah, there's a 69. 68. Another 68. 68 on that one. Trying to figure out what else.
Where's your 65 at? I know there's a 165 in there.
That's what I'm looking for. It's got to be this one then.
Hey, Bradley,
Yeah.
how you doing, sir?
And the 65 is the completer.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's right. It was a completer when I get the 65. Which I
Yeah.
don't understand. That one came
But,
right out of.
I mean, it's this one here.
Right. Which these are the 2
That's
ounce
the
guys.
that's the bull. Yeah,
And somehow that one came back a 61. I don't know how.
right. And then the completer came back as a 65.
Yeah, that one I don't understand either.
You tell me. I mean, you had them in your possession. You've seen them. I mean, you kept saying that these should all grade 69 or 70.
Yeah, because we had them under scopes. We had them on different live streams. You guys can go back and watch them.
Yep.
And we couldn't find anything. And we sent them off. I don't know. I think PCGS was sleeping. I've seen a lot of different coins where Annex, NGC, and PCGS. I don't know. Like you can send off the same coin, crack it out, send it back, and half the time you're going to get a different grade, whether better or not. You're going to get a different grade. So it's almost like playing. I don't want to say the lottery, but I want to say like Russian roulette with some of these, unless you just know it's going to hit that certain mark.
Right.
Some of these, I don't know what they do or what they look at, but it's ridiculous.
Right.
I don't know if someone was concentrating on an edge. I don't know if someone was concentrating on the field or the strike wasn't there in their opinion. I don't know.
Now, my only other question is, okay, I already know sending in these two $5 notes. Now, on these two silver certificate ones I got from you, sequentially numbered,
Right.
would these be worth sending in to get graded?
Some people would send those in. If you're going to send stuff in and you're already going to pay for shipping, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to send those in. I mean, they're not going to come back big money. You'd probably break even with, the grading fees, but just to have them in the holder, they'd be more attractive and presentable.
Right.
But if you're going to send off the 5s anyway, then it's just worth. That's where people just send off extra certain things, knowing that they're going to break even on it because they're already paying the shipping, the handling, and everything else. The fees that they're charging. So you might as well just throw in a couple other things that maybe you just want to get done.
Right.
That you just wouldn't send off on their own.
Right.
So because when I send this off, when I send off all these pandas, we know that with the attributes, the special labeling we're doing and everything, we're looking at for this 31 coin set, we're looking at $856 to send these off, knowing that 2, 4, 6, to 7 bottom rows, we're going to break even on them at a 69.
Right.
We know that, but we're not sending them off for the bottom rows. We're sending them off for the older ones, the ones, the 80s and 90s. Those are the ones we're sending off for, so we know doing that, we're going to break even on the bottom row. But overall, we're going to collectively as a set, we're going to make money on it. So it's something you got to look at when you get into certain things of grading. And, now normally I wouldn't just send off a 2010 or 2015 Panda. It just would not happen. I would buy them already slab, but I just wouldn't send them off unless it was something like this in a set. Then I'll send them off. That's what I would do.
So you're saying that, okay, you already said that these two $5 bills being sequentially numbered and star notes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because I can see they're brand new. I mean, I'm going to assume they might come back a 66, 67. And a 67 after grading fees and everything of that nature, they might be, worth $35 or so, give or take, to a dealer. The dealer might try to sell them for a little more, depending on what the grade comes. You might make, after grading fees and everything, you might make $10 on them, but they are a lot more desirable in the third-party holders than they are in just because a dealer would look at you with those. You better bring those into them. Most dealers would offer you face value and try to sell them for $750. They might, or they might just go, "Hey, these are actually pretty good. I'll send them out to be graded, and I'll make the money because I'm sending off all this other stuff anyway."
Now, what about
being a star, your dollar certificates? I can't remember. Are those 57s or those 35s?
You're asking me, and I ain't got my glasses on. Hard to read some of that fine print like that, especially in the plastic. 35.
Okay, so those are the 35s. Yeah, those would be definitely worth being graded, especially being the older ones.
Yeah, 35F. Yeah, there's 35.
Those would be worth sending off. You're looking at a few bucks there, depending on the grade and what they would come back. Anything over a 65, you definitely did pretty good. Anything 63 or below, you probably broke even. Because a lot of people have this.
Yeah. Of course, you know where I got the one. Yeah.
I know where you got them from. I was planning on sending them off myself on my next submission, but Nader got them. But,
Don't make me get them out, aren't you?
well, I'm making you get nothing out. You're doing it.
Yeah, you are. You're making me get something out.
Ah.
And I don't mind showing it off, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can always just. I'll take it back.
No.
Aw.
No, no, no.
You won't let me have it. but late Christmas present.
But
I know.
uh
I know you don't love me that much.
there ain't a big enough diaper.
Ah, you're big enough diaper.
Yeah, I know what you want. It's that thing. It's this little thing right here.
All right, and for those that don't know, yes, guys, that is 5 zeros in that serial number and a star note. That is literally a 192 serial number with a star. I want that thing so bad.
Yeah. And up like this, I was actually doing a live stream one night, found this, and it's like I was talking to somebody else, and he goes, "Hold on a minute, that's got how many zeros in it?"
Right.
And then all of a sudden he goes, "Hang on, I gotta make a phone call." And next thing I know, our host was actually popping into my live stream, and he was about ready to fall out of the chair when I told him what the serial number on it was.
And
And you're jealous because of how much I paid for it too.
oh man, we ain't even talking about that right now. Being in that, I don't know how you sound so lucky. It wasn't face value, guys, but it was pretty darn close to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you you stumbled in on that one. Yeah, it is a nice note, Josh. That's for sure.
Up like this. I've got less than $400 tied up in the whole thing. That includes purchasing it and then getting it sent off to get graded.
Me stopping by Texas to pick it up and grading it for him.
Yep. He was on his way back from Louisiana.
Yeah.
But
had a good time.
I mean,
Michelle Cajun's house.
Yeah, like I said, it's because of this little bill right here. Because that's how I was able to beat that nut out there in Arizona.
Yeah. All you gotta do is show us the money. We running.
And no, it's not for sale.
But.
Not unless you got about $1 million.
Yeah, but you ain't being me this. This guy here.
Now, if you got I'll take $1 million in silver.
Okay. See, that's a smart man right there. That's a smart man. I've seen some of those. Would you rather take $10,000 in cash or gold? Gold, please.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah, because gold is going to go up.
Worth something.
Yeah.
That crazy currency stuff in our pockets ain't worth it.
Yeah. You can take me off the big screen if you want.
Fine. But against the big screen. Well, I knew you want to show that $100 bill. Nerd still muted. Nerd. But
see, I still say my $100 bill looks a lot better than his.
Yeah. I mean, at least this is a start note. At least it's colorful, but No, I thought I would just do this stream for a few minutes just to see what everybody's if anybody had any goals, if anybody had any something they wanted to what they were trying to get this year. Nerd's unmuted now. Yay.
Yo. Now my bigger goal is I'd like to start picking up bigger pieces of gold.
Are you talking like half ounces or
stuff like that? Because I wouldn't use the word too many, but I've got quite a few Grammys, multi-Grammys, 10th ounce. I got quite a few of those, but I only got like 2 1/4 ounces and 2 ounces. So I want to pick up bigger pieces because all those small pieces, they're costing you premium out the wazoo, and the bigger pieces you save on that premium. I'd rather spend $60 premium for an ounce than wind up spending $200 in premium on a bunch of 10th ounces.
Money. Remember that 1 pound silver bar I was talking to you about?
The which one?
That 1 pound silver bar.
Yeah.
What did we say the value on that was?
The 1 pound? Well, you're
Yeah.
looking at
Is
Well,
it
the
a
1
troy
pound
pound?
which is it 16 ounces is what he's asking.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
I
then that,
believe
then
so. Let me.
Because if it's not a
See, that-
troy, then I think what is it? 12 ounces?
when you start mix matching your measurements, it gets very sketchy real quick.
Says 1 pound silver bar and blue box marked 999 pure silver, 16 ounces.
How many grams is each ounce though? It sounds like they're using regular ounces and regular Grammys, so that would be 28 grams an ounce.
Are they using?
Oh.
Does it say on anywhere? Does it say 1 pound troy, or does it say 31.1 troy ounce per pound?
Let me.
Does it say anywhere troy? That's all we need to know. If not, we're going to have to go with regular. ounces,
Right,
not
and
troy.
that's not the way you measure silver, but that puts it at 448 grams, which is well over a troy pound.
I think he showed it to me, nerd, and it looks like something that would come in like one of the brown boxes that I've seen. It looks like it should be a 1 troy pound, but I don't remember reading troy on there, so I can't. say for
That's
sure.
the thing is a lot of those third-party companies have no clue what they're talking about when they mint these things. Like I've
Right.
seen those round eagle-looking coins, and they call
Mhm.
them like 8 ounces or something like that, and it's not a true weight because you don't measure silver and precious metals in that weight. You can, but it's measuring it wrong.
Well,
It
see,
is
I'm look,
ounces.
right now. I'm looking at it. It only thing it says is 1 pound, 999 fine silver, and now on the back of it, it looks like a bill, but it says 1,000.
Yeah, the only way
United
you're
States
sure-
silver certificate.
Then the only way you're gonna know for sure is if you get a scale out and weigh it. If
Yeah.
it's 373 grams, then it's a troy pound. If it's 448, it's a alluvial pound or whatever you want to call it. I don't
Hey,
know
what-
what the thing is.
Hey, what would the Washington Mint have it at?
Washington Mint is a private mint that can put whatever they want on it, even though it may be incorrectly labeled.
Right. But basically, anyway, even if it's not a troy, I mean, it's definitely worth more than,
The key
$300
thing to
for
understand
sure.
is if you go to sell it, you need to know how much is there because somebody could try to scam you and say, well, that's only 370 grams if it's a troy pound. You need to know
Yeah.
how many grams it weighs.
Yeah, because trust me, your dealer is going to weigh it, and they're going to know exactly how much silver they're getting in before they give you any cash.
Right. So if it's
That's what I'm
448,
thinking.
then that's
Well,
what they're talking about.
And then they're
Right,
going to
sure.
check if it's even real.
Yeah.
All right, now what's really weird is on the back of it, it looks like it's might be gold.
It's probably
That's probably just gold plated,
yeah.
Could
or
be.
gold leafed or something. And that's
Right.
just a color plating they put on top of it to make. It's a third party thing that they do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you call a meltable bar.
And what most dealers do with those, honestly, is they'll buy them from you below melt because all they're going to do is sell it to the refiner. They won't even put it in their display case.
Yeah. They're not going to deal with that headache of trans back and forth of the transferring of the measurements.
No.
Just
Okay,
They're
but
not
here,
even gonna
here's
deal with
the,
it.
here, right, but here's the main question: what's it worth?
Well, if it's a troy pound, 448 grams.
You're
How many-
looking ballpark of like 400 and change.
Yeah, 400.
If it's not a troy pound, you're looking ballpark in the mid 300s.
It's about
We're
14
talking
troy
about a
ounces.
pound of silver late night.
About 4.5 troy ounces. So a troy ounce is what, 26 now? For generic?
Oh yeah, if you want to go off of retail, then yeah.
Yeah, retail generic 26. So
20. I'm still getting them at 25, but yeah, we'll say 26.
25. That's about $360 of retail silver, generic silver.
is what
Right.
they would sell it for. They probably would buy it at around 300,
3 to maybe 3.25. If
maybe depending on who you talk to.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now the current bid was at 500.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Oh, is that on like eBay or something?
Nope. And no, I'm not going to reveal what site it's at.
No, I'm
it's
just
on.
no. I don't care what site. Just what kind of fees do they take? That's what I wanted to know.
Oh, they
eBay
do a
like
buyer.
crazy.
They do a buyer's fee. All sorts of craziness on that website.
Right. So in other words, what you're going to walk away with,
And taxes.
yeah, you're going to walk away with a lot less than 500.
Yeah, by the time if it's at 500 after taxes and fees and their buyer's fee, you're paying over 6 for it. It's not even
One more.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be less than 600. You know, providing because I would have to put a bid on it,
Yeah, that's high.
which I'd have
retail.
to.
Very
I
high.
don't remember what the increment on that is. I didn't notice.
It's already at least $100 more than I'm willing to pay.
Right, and right, that's what I'm saying. That's why for me, it's like, It's like right now, 1882 O Morgan.
Now I have a 97 O Morgan that I want to send off because if it even comes back in a 62, it's a $5,000 coin.
All right. So what about the 82?
The 82s are common.
Even though it's an O?
Yeah, especially your O's. Your early 80s to your mid 80s with your New Orleans, that's when they were really hopping them out. And they were making a lot of them.
Now,
Your late
besides
90s, like I'll show you this one, your late 90s. Like this one here, get the camera where focus. It isn't a 97. And this one's, to me, this one's pretty. Not much on the cheek going on.
right.
But it is a New Orleans. If you look up your 97 O's, your 96 O's are basically like your key dates of the New Orleans. Your 97s are second to it.
What?
And if this even comes back in a 62, this is a $35,000 to $4,000 Morgan. If it comes back in a 63, now we're talking 63, I think is a 5,000, but if it hits a 64, it automatically jumps to 10.5. Just on this. So this is something you want to send in because each number that goes up, this is why I want to get more into numismatics, the value of it goes crazily ridiculous, better than silver and gold right now. So that's where I'm basically spending my goal is not really on gold and silver, but more on silverish coins, goldish coins, but the numismatic part of it. So yeah, so I'm definitely, this is going to be getting sent in along with, so I'm actually sending in 33 coins. I'm sending this one along with another 1990 Panda that we got. That's why it's costing so much. But yeah, this more going to be included in sending it from the, so really, because the cartwheel's there, everything. So, where they really hit you is in front of the face, and I don't see anything. The cheek is clean. Not much chatter on it like you would especially see. It's a little flat on the hair just above the ear. So I know I'd get dinged for that. All the breast feathers are there, the wings, the lettering, even if it comes back cleaned, we're still talking, even a clean Morgan of this caliber is still a $1,000, $1,500 Morgan, even cleaned. So, for what I paid for it, yeah, it's worth me. Even if it's cleaned, it's worth me sending off.
Yeah. Now, of course, I did find a couple more Morgans on here. A 91S and a 21S.
Yeah, your 21s are really not doing much right now, except for your 21Ds. Now, your 21Ds in the last couple of years, those things have gone up like 100%. It is ridiculous what your 21Ds are doing. If you can get a 21D and a 64 or better, they're almost worth more than certain Carson cities right now.
Really?
Yeah. The 21Ds for some reason are skyrocketing like a mug right now. So if you got any that are raw and you just kind of been leaving around, those are the ones you're going to want to send in. If you're pretty sure that it's going to get a 64 or higher, you get a 65. Yeah, it's better than an 1880 Carson City right now in a 61 or 62. There might be a $20, $30 difference. I mean, it's just crazy. It's a lot of, and Spectacular was his coin guy this morning was talking about it. He was even talking about it, and I was actually doing some research even before watching that this morning. That they were talking about it. That you the 21Ds, and I've been watching a few people that have been sending in and crack out challenges and stuff just on their 21Ds alone because they're trying to get them in that 65, 66 grade. You know, because you get them in that grade, then yeah, there are some money. But the 21 planes and the 21Ss, no, everybody's still just kind of keeping them.
Well, what's making them go? Go up.
Well, I'm not sure. That's what I'm still trying to. There's a lot of different variations out there with people telling you what it's doing.
So basically, you're still trying to wrap your fingers around or your head around it to try to figure out
why. I've seen who's actually knows what they're talking about and who's full of yarn. But honestly, I think it's just the fact of it was the 21D, I think, was one of the Morgans that was an unsung hero, and they made a lot of 21 planes and S's, and I think the D just kind of got pushed in the shuffle. Now everybody's starting to really, make it come alive, I guess, in their own way, and they're really taking a look at it. And I guess the people that make the prices and everything, or the popularity is growing on them, and so the market's getting bullish on them.
Someone finally waking up and realizing, hey, there's not that many 21Ds out there.
Right. So I don't know if that was the case. I mean, honestly, there's a few other coins that I would, I think, honestly, your 1878 8 tail feathers doesn't get enough recognition because it's your only year where you have the extra tail feather on there on your first year Morgans. I don't think those get enough recognition and talked about like they should for having the extra tail feather. But, that might be another coin one day where people start really waking up and getting into it. I mean, dealers, and we all know what they are, and we all look for them, especially in the 78 sets. We're all looking for the 78 CC, and we're looking for the 78 we're looking for the 8/9, and we're looking for the 8 tail feather. Those are the ones we're looking for. And the 5 coin set. But most people are looking for the 8 tail feather. Especially on a hardcore. When you go to like a coin show and you got like a hardcore Morgan guy, when he just got display cases for days, just Morgans. He's the guy that's going to have, and that he's always looking for the 8 tail feathers or the certain CCs or the 96, 97 O's, and 93S. Those are the ones that they're looking after,
Right.
He's got plenty of the other stuff.
1878 was the first year?
1878 was the first year Morgan, yep.
All right, well, there's 9 of them here in this lot. And got a 78, an 86, 89 O. There's 5 21 S's, and there's 1 21D.
Yeah, the 521 S's is what's really hurting that lot because those are $30, $40 coins all day. And that's if they're in really good condition.
Right.
The 21D would be worth it only if it's really, really good and it would make a high grade like we were just talking about. Your O's, those are commons. One's a semi, but not enough to compete with the 521 S's. So that'd be a lot that I would just stick away from as a bidding war. But I mean, if someone were to bring it to my table, yeah, I'd buy them all. There's not a Morgan. That's not a Morgan I would pass. Even if it was a Cole Slick Morgan, I would still buy those. I mean, you got to be stupid not to buy silver, even if it's slick silver.
Yeah, because right now for these 9, right. Well, right now, current bid for these 9 is sitting at $250.
Yeah, because I know when I move out there, we start setting up at the gun shows and the coin shows. Hey, Navy Rob, why aren't you blue? Let me see here. Good to see you. There you go. You're supposed to be blue, Navy Rob. We I didn't even see Bradley Height come in. He's not. Sorry, Bradley, if you're still here, I'll make you blue too. Because that's one thing when we start setting up there in Dallas, that's what we're just going to focus on for a while when we're there, is the Dallas shows, and we're just going to set up our table all the time. We're going to just be. It doesn't matter what silver, what gold comes in. Hey, you're very welcome. But even if I know it's like X jewelry gold, you don't say no to it.
Right.
You still make money on it. Bella, stop, please.
Hey, Rob.
Hang on a second, guys.
But see, that's the thing, for me, I don't know as much as this guy here.
Well, and I'm not saying I know everything, and I don't. I'm learning stuff new every day. This is why I love YouTube. This is why I love other platforms, because I'm learning. This is a learning experience. Even a dealer will tell you, yes, I've been in this business for 40 years. I've had dealers tell me I learn something new every day. I don't know it all. And they've been in the business for 40 years, and they've been actually in the business for 40 years. They've been collecting their whole life, but they've been doing the business for when they're still learning. So anybody, you go to somebody and they say, we got it all figured out. Alrighty. Yeah, you go in there and anybody tells you they got it all figured out. Don't walk out the store, run. Because they don't. They don't got it. So I got so many.
Come on, Beth.
I can't buy anything right now. So wherever to go.
Sit.
But
Sit.
But yeah, anyway, so those are my goals for 2023. It's going to be a lot of submissions, so it's going to be a lot of unboxings. It's going to be a lot with NGC. I'm not dealing with PCGS too much. I might get back into them maybe after the spring, but not right now. Their wait times are still ridiculous to me. I normally don't deal with Annex, but maybe on some lower end coins that I get that I want to preserve, I might just throw them in an Annex holder. I'm not too keen on Annex. I know that some of you are, but so I might start doing a little bit of Annex and maybe some common. Send me a pic. Wait, no, Bull sent me a pic. Send me a pic. Oh yeah, you sent me a pic. All right. Oh yeah, that one's all sorts of not silver, huh? They're Bull. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, my torch throat killing me. But want to get more into the currency. I got a lot of currency on hold with the fella here in town that I deal with. He found a whole bunch of gold certificates and a bunch of obsolete notes and some 1914 and 1913, 1917 bills. He found some Black Eagles, and he found some Confederate stuff and fractional stuff. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of that going on. I got a guy that wants to sell me another Panda set just like this one. So I'll probably have a second Panda set. We'll see about if I want to send that one off too. I might just stick with sending this one off and then leave the other one in the set with the box. Yeah, I see that, Bull. But yeah, I love obsolete currency. I mean, that is what got me into this hobby. I actually have an uncut piece here. Maybe Rob, I'll show you. I got to move stuff over and I'm not nothing over on this table. Come on. Can't reach. Oh, all right, there we go. Take it up very gently, but I'll make myself big here. I want to. There you go. So it's a $20, $20, $50, and $100. Now, yes, this is the reprint off of the off of the original faceplates, but I do want to send this in just to conserve it. It's really, I know it's not going to be worth a ton of money, and that's okay, but just, yeah, that darn maniac, that crazy guy. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The collector's value on some of this is sometimes better. And I'm not saying don't be a stacker. That's not what I'm saying. But I think some people sleep on the certain giants that we have when it comes to just like here. Here's another one of just the $50 bill that I bought, Rob. It came back a 66. You know, from just like that uncut sheet. So, you know, hey, Ink Man. So that was pretty cool. So, yeah, I want to get into more of the currency. I want to get that the obsolete stuff. I really want to get into the colonial and pre-Confederate stuff. I want to get into the traders' banks, the farmers' banks, the hoarding. I want to really get into things like that. You're looking for a Nebraska Bank $5 bill with green overprint. That's one I haven't seen. I will definitely keep an eye out for you. But honestly, I deal with, we've got what? One in Lake Havasu.
At least 2 stores in Kingman.
We got one in Lake Havasu, got one here in Bullhead.
And 2 stores in Kingman that we deal with.
So that's 4. And we got now they got that one guy on Facebook he's not even on Facebook anymore.
Well,
we're just going back and forth
we
with
also
him.
got another person on Facebook.
Yeah, for the currency. And then we have, and then we got 2 in Vegas now.
Yeah. We originally only have one.
One in Flagstaff. So so we have like 70. Well, we could call 4 of them distributors for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. But so I'll keep a lookout. I'll get a hold of my contacts and see.
I'm still waiting on a feather baked note of Arizona.
Yeah, you want one of Tucson or Phoenix or something, but I have the $1 to $3 bill. Oh, nice. You want your 94 again? There. Gosh, keep still.
All right, money. All right. Talk about that 21D Morgan.
Yeah.
So what would low end value on something like that be?
I mean, you're talking low end value. You can go all the way down to a slick G4. I mean, what are you talking? I mean, you're talking a low mint state, or you talking about uncirculated, or are you talking a high end? What are you talking?
Say if it came back, would they put like a VF20 on it?
Oh, at that point, it's worth about what you'd pay for it raw.
Okay, so
Yeah, your 21Ds aren't worth setting off unless you know you're at least getting a mint state for sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, bull. Beautiful 1917 large too. That'd be cool to show.
all right, so having it as a MS60 or higher.
Yeah, I mean, see, when you're talking AU58 to MS60, even to 61, those are what a lot of us dealers will call ties. Because an AU58 to a 60, you look in the gray sheet, which I do have one, which is right over there. Give me the gray sheet. I could try to show you in certain ones. You call them tie. Yeah, that one.
Can I make a shout out before you start talking?
What?
That person selecting obsolete notes.
Oh, late night with Bull. Yeah, he didn't get into currency until he met this maniac guy, and then all sorts of.
No, it wasn't like that before. It was the movie.
Oh, retired Navy Rob. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I like Rob. All right,
You
so
know, there's so many currency people.
mhm. So let's see. That's the blue. We don't need to look at the blue. There we go. So I'll bring my camera down here and let me show you guys. I'll try to keep it up. We'll keep it up here with the where you guys can see the top of the grades too with them. So you see how you have AU 58 to 60, even
Right.
on a I will say just say the 8 tail feather. There's not much of a difference. And some
About 70
dealers,
bucks.
yeah, but some dealers won't even, I mean, like the 90 to 120, 90 to 130, 200 to 250. There's not much of a difference in these 340 to 400. So I assume you got your bills since I didn't get yelled at. Yes, Bull, she did get her bills. She did get them. I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate Jam giving them to her. But come on, focus camera. Expensive cameras on my focus. So what they really do is they call these ties because in an AU 58, they might try to sell this for because this is just gray sheet. Now this isn't retail. This isn't what they're going to put on there. They might try to sell this for $250, even though gray sheet's for $295. Even if it's an MS60, they might just try to sell it for $250 to try to move it. So this is what they call a tie. So if you get anything from an AU 58 to a 60, those are ties. It's not until you get past the 61 where they really are counting the grades depending on what they, you know,
Right.
like down here. Like I mean, your 79 CCs. I mean, I mean, they start off just, but you getting into XF and AUs. That's why there's certain Morgans that it's worth getting in lower grades because who's going to afford that, you know, or that. Where like your GSA hordes, your 83s, 84s, and 85s, you would want them at a 64 or 65 to be worth about $400 or more. But you know, some of your other ones, you're looking at 11,000 going down, which I'm pretty sure it only probably went down to no more than less than 10.5. You know, so you're still looking at a 5-digit coin. But that's what I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Like in your AU 58, see like 52 right here on your 81 Philly, the 56. That's nothing. It's not enough for you could even say you're 60 to 62. You really want a 63 or higher in certain Morgans. That's really your cutoff. Anything below a 63, a lot of dealers, if they have enough, will crack them out. Okay. We'll crack them out just to see if they can get them a higher grade because it's not really worth grading unless you know you're going to get to those numbers. So,
All right. So what's
that's what I
the
want.
so what would be the AU 58 on a 21D?
I gotta go to the next page. Okay, so your 21Ds, all right, is going to be this line here. So you're looking at a 45 to 62. There you go. So you can see it's a.
All right. So about
21D.
$17 difference. So
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying for some reason they have gone up quite considerably because of even a 64, these used to be only like $200. That's what I'm saying. Your 21Ds have shot up. After your, if you can get a 64 or higher on your 21Ds, that's worth sending in. A 63, yeah, they would probably. If you think it might hit a 64, but it comes back at 63, you're still in good shape. But really, what you want to hit in that 21D we're talking about is the 64 going up. Is what you want to hit. Now we do know your 04S is a money coin. We all knew that, along with your 03 Micro S. Those are hard to come by. But we're talking about the 21D. But yeah, you want to hit that 64 is what you want to hit. So you've really got to look at the. You've really got to look at the cheeks. You've got to look at the chatter, the field. You've really got to pay attention to the strike, especially underneath the ear. There's a lot of little things. And usually the rule of thumb, and a lot of people will tell you this, if you got to ask, should this be graded? It shouldn't be graded. when you're starting to talk, mortgages and things of that nature.
Right.
So
So
you should just
what makes
know.
the 04S worth so much?
Rarity?
It's that rare of a coin?
Yeah, they didn't mint a whole bunch of them.
Well, it was like the last year they minted there in New Orleans?
No, that was a San Francisco we're talking about.
Oh, San Francisco, excuse me, yeah.
But it was the last year they minted in the 04. But they minted so many last year, as you can see. I mean, you go all the way up to MS64, it's $91 going down. So, you can get an 04 for little or nothing.
But an 04S, because they didn't make that many.
Right. But an 030 is a completely different story.
Huh.
Yeah. So it just all depends on what your, let's see, we're in the gray sheet from, it's not too old. It's from, here, I'll show you, from October. So just a couple months ago. Not too bad. What we're just looking in. So gives you pretty much a, I'll just move my camera all around. I want to know if it's worth paying Great IS money.
I'm just trying to figure out, because of that being a 21D,
Right.
and then
Now, the reason why people are really hitting on the 21Ds, it's not because they're worth a lot of money all of a sudden. It's just because the market has really hit on them, saying that, hey, these are kind of an unsung hero, even though they're 21, but they're finding there's not a lot of them that are coming out in a grade 64 or higher. So they really up the price on them to try to, get people, I think, to find them. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still researching that. And Nerd, you're muted, but I see all that beautiful gold that I want.
Of course you want it.
Of course I want. I just want that bag over there. That's fine.
Yeah, this is my bag of tenths.
Yeah, I want the bag.
Bag. And then I got
retired Navy Rob. He has an 84cc. Is it a GSA? Hey, Z Coins. Let me get back to it.
picked up some jewelry as well. Like these, I don't know if anybody would be interested in. I've got these coin holders, bezels.
Is it a GSA hoard, Rob, or is it just a not GSA? Okay, not gas. Okay, 84cc MS64. You're at a solid 330. Bring it down to where you can see. Right, can't see. Can't really see it. The picture's small. You're at a solid 330 on the MS64 there. So not shabby at all.
No,
Not shabby at all.
not concerning the fact that it was only worth $1 at one time.
But now, guys, remember, this is gray sheet. This is what dealers want to pay for them at. This isn't what they want to sell them at. So retail, you're probably closer to $400 on it retail. You know, that's what I'm pretty sure that's what a coin dealer would put on it. They might even give you like $340 for it, being you already graded it for them. You know, some like me, if it already came in and it was graded, I'd probably add another $10 or so on it. And I would tell you that I would just be, selling it for about $400. I'd probably have it in the case. Honestly, it'd probably sit there for 5-6 months before it really left the building. But so did you bring out your whole gold collection there, Nerd? Is that what I'm looking at? Because if so, I don't see your 10 grammer.
No, it's not everything.
Yeah, I didn't think that was all your gold.
This is my 1 gram bag. This is my 10th ounce bag. This is some of the jewelry I picked up.
So without really spilling, you've got 2 to 3 ounces on the table there, if I'm guessing correctly, with the jewelry and everything. If I had to put it in 999,
Probably, yeah.
I mean, hey, oh, see, they're just diversifying. You got some silver in the background and puts the gold up front. He's like, that's here.
That's not all of it.
No, I know you got the. Oh, I know you got the 10 gram bar that you show off. And, right. I mean, I know this wasn't accumulated overnight, but
No, and I got that too. That's my overgrains.
Oh, see, he just popping. Oh, I got that too. It's just here. Here you go. It's just
Yeah.
another,
And this is
$200.
what is this? My Krugerrand.
Yeah, and I do that. And a lot of people, and even other dealers, wonder why I do that bull, because they've heard me, and they'll come to me afterwards after I get done with a client or a customer. They sell me something, and I'll tell them, this is what Gray Sheet says. This is what I'll buy it for, but this is what I'm going to sell it for. You come back in 30 minutes, that's the price tag that'll be on it. And they're like, why do you do that? You can make more money if you don't. Because I believe in not cheating nobody. This is a hobby. This is not something that is, a necessity. Food is a necessity. We need food. We need shelter. We need clothes to wear. Yes, you could argue this is a necessity, but honestly, at the end of the day, this really falls into a hobby. This falls into, yes, it's an investment, but for some people, they get started with it just for their kids, just to do something with their kids. I'm not going to rip somebody off in a hobby. I'm not going to, like if Nerd were to come and sell me the slabs, Nerd knows what they're worth. I know what they're worth, but I'm going to tell him, I'll pay you X amount of dollars for them. I'm going to sell them for this X amount of dollars. Like his Gold Panda. I would honestly, because it's a 69, I would offer him $210 for it. Would he sell it to me at that price? No, because he probably has more into it. That's what I would buy at it, because I would sell it for $250. If I can't make at least $40 to $50 on gold in a 1/10, quarter, or half ounce, to a lot of dealers, it's just not worth it. Yeah, it just exactly. Don't rip off no one. That's my main thing, and that's where other dealers, like these old guys, are like, "What are you doing?" Like, well, I'm sorry. If you don't run your business that way, I can't help it. That's probably why I have 3 full tables and you guys only get one table. Because we literally had, you guys saw my setup. It's in my, go back in my videos. I had 3 table setups. There's 2 other silver dealers there. They each had 1 table. I was the only silver guy coin guy with 3 tables.
They were a little challenging.
It's just mention. So that's just how I do business, and that's why I try to do it on YouTube. That's why if something, even if you buy something from me or we trade something and you don't think it's right, I will make it right 100%. I've done that more than once, and I've got no problem doing that. You might have saw something I didn't see. And again, it's a growing experience. It's just how, to me, I think business should be run, whether it's your local coin shop, whether it's an online bullion dealer, which honestly, my take on online, please don't buy from them, but that's just, do you. That's just me. I have reasons for that. I just think that they price gouge certain things. Like when the ASCs were, when they had the high premiums and people were selling them at 35 and blah, 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 a month or 2 ago. You had JM Bullion and the rest of them selling them 1 to 9 for $42 a piece. To me, that's just a price gouge. They're just trying to get your pocket at that point. Why would you buy from them? I mean, when we're arguing at 35 is too high, but people are over there buying them at 42 going, oh, because it's JM Bullion, I'm going to just buy 10. Why?
Well, that's why you use you use common sense and don't be a Timmy.
Well, I understand.
Only buy what you know is of value. Don't buy stupidity.
Right.
But that's going to anybody. I mean, that's
Right.
not just online, and they're not exclusive to the ripoff either. So,
right,
but,
and that's how I've always ran my business. That's how I've always ran my auctions. That's how I've always ran my. When anytime I'm up selling something, if I don't see it and you guys see something after you get it in hand, you bring it to my attention. If you don't want it, I'll refund you the whole thing, or we'll swap it back, or however you want to do it.
No.
Well, don't mind my daughter. She's just dropping stuff. So, but yeah, that's just where I see people. That's where I just think business should be done. Even if you're just doing business on someone else's platform, that's just how I think business should be ran. If you want to put yourself out there as you are a hobbyist or you're a collector, but if you are taking someone's money in a transaction, you for a short time have just became a dealer per se in a way. So Silver Bull, I'm not really. I'll get kooks if they come my way. I'm not really heading towards them. I do have a couple of distributors where I could get some. I'm focusing. I think what I really want to focus more on is I do want to focus on the kooks, but I really want to focus on. We haven't mentioned it yet. Is the lunar series? I really want to get more into the lunars, and I'm talking like and I want to get into oversized slabs, like the 2 ounce, the 5 ounce stuff, not the quarters necessarily, but your kooks, your lunars, your different size, your oversized stuff that people don't see all the time. I really want to. No, I know that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, if I was really big into that kind of stuff, I'm just not a big flipper. I'm really not. That's just to me not a way. Oh, you got a colorized one. Right. I mean, yeah, and I'll probably get some Silver Bull, honestly. But as soon as I buy stuff in, if it sells, then I sell. How much for it? What did you send me something, Bull? How much? What are you selling me? What are you selling me? How much? How much? How much? Hang on. Bull, how much you want? You did not just send me a picture of that. Ooh-wee. Where'd you get that colorized werewolf, nerd? Oh, you're muted. Never mind. You don't talk about.
I think I won it. I think I won it somewhere. I can't remember.
Oh, well, nice.
Yeah, I won that. Won a couple of the Mandalorians. I had 3 of these now.
Oh.
The
Dang it, I'm sold. What am I doing? I'm broke right now anyway.
Yeah, I've had like 3 of these now.
Oh, those Mandalorians.
Ooh.
You know, another one of those that have are those I'm gonna butcher the name. Defibrillators or the ones with the skull on them. That people gave me the high premium.
I was talking about the Punisher or something like that.
Yeah, but they're more of the skull. They got some.
Yeah, I know.
defibrillators,
And it's
something,
real
yeah,
high relief. Yeah. This is one I really like. I'm glad I got. I can open it.
Silver Bull's got the 2 ounce werewolf, just the normal one. He'd sell for 70 shipped. If you're interested, nerd.
I've got several of them.
No, I'll find that.
I got them from that nasty
Liberator. That's it. Liberator.
Yeah. I got it from that nasty bullion dealer you don't like.
Oh, I don't mind them. It's not that I mind the online people. I don't. I've got Hero Bullion, AppMex, JM.
They
I've
they'll take
got 'em on my
advantage of people
tab.
that,
Yeah, they
that
do.
don't know. Yeah. if you're not careful, you can spend more money than you need
You
to.
could really fall into it for sure.
Yeah. Now this here is the first in the Tudor series. It's the
Bull, let me guess. You paid $40 for that. I swear that you say $40. I swear to Bull.
Hey, money. Hey, I'm gonna bounce out of here. I didn't realize someone
Alrighty.
else is live also.
That's
I
all
didn't
right.
go. Yeah, he supports me, so I'm gonna go support him.
Hey, I appreciate you being here. I will
Yep,
see
no
you around.
problem.
I'll probably
Alright,
see
I'll
you
see ya.
Monday.
All right, see ya.
Bye. Just a
there's
bit higher.
few oddities that I like to pick up and keep. You know,
Right.
they're definitely more. To me, they're more than just the melt. You know.
So are you going to have more grab bags this weekend, nerd?
Probably not, because all I've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ounces of silver I'm willing to get rid of. So, yeah, I haven't quite got to the point where I want to do gold grab bags. Though I've considered it, you know, $100 a grab bag, guaranteed at least 1 gram of gold, you know, something like that.
Right. Yeah, but you don't like selling your gold, though.
I know.
I talked about that. I talked about that when I first started this stream. Platinum is, I am definitely hitting the platinum market like a mug. I am going to buy all platinum I can, but I am going to be the platinum dealer that sits on it. I really am. I'm going to buy it. And I'm just going to put it away.
It's pure speculation, though.
But
It has never been anything but an industrial metal, and that's only recently. So,
but to me, that's why I think that's why I don't think it has capped up yet. I don't think it's capped. I think that it's still an unsung hero because it hasn't got to its full potential yet.
Well, that's
the
the thing though,
industry.
is when gold was cheap, platinum was 1,000. Now that gold's expensive, platinum's still 1,000 because it's never changed what it was used for. If they ever come out with something special, different that starts absorbing the platinum, then I could see it going up. But because the industry hasn't changed with platinum in 40 years, I don't see a big change coming anytime soon.
Right. No, I understand. I don't know. To me, I just see platinum as, it's definitely an eye catcher. Even if you don't collect platinum, but if you go into someone's store, if you go into a show and you see platinum in a case, you're automatically drawn to it for, first 5 seconds or something. The platinum just draws you for a reason.
You set a platinum round down next to a silver round,
Yeah.
and they're just unless you read it, you almost can't tell.
Right. Yeah. Unless it's like the heck with y'all. I'm collecting copper.
So I'm only going to mess with one white metal and one yellow metal, and I'm done.
Well, see, me being a dealer, I'm gonna. Okay, well then explain palladium and rhodium then. It's that to me. I still think those are unsung heroes. They're shot.
Well,
they're shooting
that
up like
gets
a
back to the
mug. But
rhodium. Rhodium has always been a jeweler's metal.
right.
And unless the jewelry market swings back in that direction, you're not going to see it climb. And it's always been an expensive metal. I'll get back to gold. When gold was cheap, rhodium was like $2,500. Gold's expensive. Rhodium's about $3,200. And that's just inflation. So it has to. To me, it has to have potential to do something that will create the buzz. And the only metals out there so far in the last 50 years, 60 years, has been gold and silver. And that's only because we've used it as money in the past. And it's held its in the recent past even. And that's why we still gravitate to silver and gold. Now, if 5,000 years ago they decided to stick with copper and that was it for adding phenum, then copper expensive right now. But
Right. Well, and yeah, and to go with that, I still believe copper's got some movement on it.
Oh yeah, I just can't
I don't
stand
think
it
it's
when
gonna
people
be
try to sell a 1 ounce copper round
for
for
$5.
$2, $3, $5. I'm thinking I can go get some copper wire, a pound of it for like
That's
$6.
But yeah, yeah, that's me. I got 100. We got 100 pounds of copper piping and wire and everything out there in storage.
Yeah,
I can melt that down into copper bars without a problem.
yeah.
Buttons, hearts, whatever, and just have
They're
more
not-
copper.
exactly.
I
mean, now when it comes to making money, that probably has the highest potential for profit is copper if you start doing stuff like that, because you can melt it down in a nice, pretty heart, and then Valentine's Day sell them for $10 a piece.
right.
You got
Hey, you could. I got 20 or 30 in my display case at Valentine's Day at a show. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will not do. Bull is I will not melt copper Wheaties. Now I'll keep copper pennies. I've got them. I'll trade them for copper melt if somebody wants else to do it. But that is one thing I will not do. That will not melt actual coins. That's just that's just me.
Wheaties will go up as soon as America gets off the copper penny. As soon as they retire the penny, as soon as they retire the penny and officially make it to where you can melt them, you'll see Wheaties get it more expensive because everybody's going to melt their millions of ounces of Wheaties they've got in their garages.
Yeah. That's why you can go into right now, you can go into a coin shop and they'll be happy to sell you just 30s, 40s, and 50 Wheaties dates at poundage, just the copper melt per pound. They are happy to get rid of them. And that's another thing I don't understand why people don't hoard is the nickels, because nickels actually have 95% copper in them. They're just nickel plated. The rest of it is nickel or is copper inside. So I don't know
No.
why people don't just hoard the nickels.
Because right now there's not a nickel's worth of copper in it still. A Wheatie
Yeah.
is about 3 cents worth of copper for a penny. Well, a nickel
Wow.
has like 4 cents worth of copper for 5 cents. So yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you're melting them down, I mean, it don't matter. You can just, I don't know. To me,
True, it doesn't matter. But if I had a million nickels, let's put it that way, am I going to sell them, melt them down, and sell them for the 4 cents times a million, 4 million cents, or am I going to just spend them for the 5 million cents?
Right. Oh, I understand. I hear you. I thought there was more metal in that than those in that because
All right. Be right back. I got kids train junction here.
Grand Central Station at Nerds. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. When it comes to copper, I think that's another one that's still going to move. I know he had his points, and that's why I opened this discussion up what your goals are. But as far as platinum goes, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of dealers out there where they'll have a few platinum coins in their case, but trust me, they've got a bunch of platinum in the back that they're just not bringing out because they just dealers are sitting on it. And not just because of the Cadillac converters and stuff like that, but dealers are just sitting on platinum. I don't know if it's just something that they just and everybody's just hoping one day it busts through the door, or but I'm just kind of going in the same ballpark. I guess in a way you could say with the platinum, I'm just following the leader because I don't want to be wrong and miss the boat. And then here I sold all my platinum for cheap, and then now here I go and I'm getting it all back, and I'm spending double or triple. And because if I can afford, I mean, 1 gram platinum, you're talking about $30 right now, maybe 25. So I mean, if I can afford to, sit on $25, $30 for a gram of platinum, then yeah, I'm gonna do it. Excuse me. Oh, getting tired, but I can't lay down because sometimes I do a cough. It hurts my throat. But anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to see what your guys' takes on it was. What's your goals? Is anybody, anybody that's come in, do you have any goals? Maybe you've got, like me, you're going to go more into the numismatics goal this year. Right. I don't know how you're still sitting on that peace dollar, but basically because it was Christmas time, the holidays, and I mean everybody was broke. But that's why I've got all that currency and everything that my distributors have. How many how's your weather? I think I have the same cloud over me as you have over you there, AZ Coin. Buddy. Yes, for those that don't know, me and AZ Coins live in the same town.
All right. Now my youngin's going to stay the night at a friend's house, so their mom came and picked them up.
Aw.
So I had to do the courteous, cordial thing before they left. Now, I really don't know what I'd do with grab bags right now. I mean, I need to do something before the first of the year, but since they basically delayed that stupid rule this year.
Well, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad they did, but in a way, I'm glad they did. But in another way, I was already preparing for it. Now I feel like I just wasted all that time for nothing.
Well, see, personally, I think what it is that somebody is stalling, hoping Congress will do a change, because Congress was looking into changing it from 600 to like 10,000 before their winter break. So
I mean, I think, and I heard and I read where they're talking about going back to the 10,000 threshold instead of the 20,000 to meet in the middle.
Yeah, and to me, that's if you are a hobbyist or if you are just part time, just trying to clear out the house type thing. If you're making more than 10 grand in a year, that's a little more than a hobby. You know,
Right. Yeah, at that point, it's a business. Let's just call it
Yeah.
what it is.
I
But if
mean,
you're only making like 2,000 to 3,000, that's still a hobby in my mind.
yeah, if you're pulling down $1,000 a month, it's a little more than a hobby.
Right. I mean, like me, I won't be selling for a while. I'm just
No, I'm gonna have to.
I'm just buying right now. Is what I'm doing when I
Well,
can. But trying
and
to
what I'm
save
doing
too.
is when I'm buying, I'm trying to write down what I bought, how much I spent.
Right.
I may not have good records, but I'm gonna have some kind of record of I bought it this day for this much. So if I sold it for this price, then I only made this.
Right. You know, either whether I lost or gained, depending on what.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, DTS? Thank you for being here. But yeah, so that again, I know I'm been a broken record, but yeah, just curious what if anybody had goals, this next year. I'm definitely going to go with more of the numismatic collectible part of this hobby. Being a dealer is what I'm going to go with.
Well, I have a long-term goal. I want to get this house paid off as fast as possible. So one of my goals is to be able to accumulate something that'll store the money so that eventually I'll have enough to knock the crap out of this mortgage, you know?
Right. That's understandable. What are you in a 3-bedroom house or?
How much the house?
No, is it a 3-bedroom or?
It's a 4-bedroom. It's 4-bedroom.
Okay, so you got a little bit bigger than a normal 3-bedroom.
Well, it's a 4-bedroom, 1650. It's a smaller starter home, but you know, it's enough for what we needed, and that's all I cared about.
Right.
What we needed.
Right. You weren't trying to overshoot yourself in the foot when you got it. So, like some people, they try to go for those 3,200 square foot homes, and then 3 years into it, they're like, "Well, I can't afford this no more."
No, I don't want anything excessive. I just need something that fit the needs that could take care of my family, and that's what this does.
Right, man, that's understandable. Are you still off for Christmas break and for a few more days, or?
Our district waited until the Thursday before Christmas to take off, with the thought of last year when we did the normal 2 weeks and came back first of the year. Those first 3 days were snowed in, so we lost them and had to make them up. So they just pushed our break. Instead of getting off on the 19th like everybody else did, we got off on the 22nd. And so when everybody goes back on the 2nd. We don't go back till the 9th.
Oh wow!
So I'm enjoying it. Get that, to me it's like getting an extra week because, we got off right into Christmas and then get to spend these next 2 weeks off. So I'm enjoying it.
Right. Well, that's good. At least you get a break.
Yeah, and hopefully, if it does come another shitstorm, then we'll be safe. I mean, it already dropped 15 degrees here last week. We had a frozen Christmas, but no snow or ice, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this set graded and back and I went off the NGC price guide. Each coin I looked up because that's where I'm sending them off, and I went off the NGC price guide on Google, and I went to the NGC website and did it that way. And we get this set back, and even if every coin, even the bottom row, they get at least a 60. They get at least a 67 or higher, proof 67 or higher, which I don't see a reason they shouldn't. This whole set becomes $17,132. Just
right, and then you deduct what you paid, and you deduct
what I
all
paid
the
for it,
fees.
what I paid for it. I've got no problem sharing it. We paid under $600 for this set.
Yes.
Right.
And you're talking 31 coins. Now 3 of them are only 90%, but that's still under melt. So I paid under melt for this. And the grading fees, I've already said, is between this, the Morgan, and the other one that she has, is we're paying $856. That's what the attributes, that's what the special labels, and that's what the NGC grading. So I'm into this for less than $1,500 altogether once I grade these. So that's why something like this, it's worth sending. because if I get those grades, then it's worth sending. No, I'm not saying I'm going to get those grades. If I
Right.
hit those, then great. But I mean, realistically, will this be a 17,000? No, it'll probably come back realistically around
I always
13 to
when I do something
14,000.
like that,
I always undershoot myself.
I look
always-
at worst case. Yeah, what would it be if they were all 65s?
12,200.
So you're still doubling out, or 10
I'm
times almost.
10 times up, yeah.
So the likelihood that those coming back as anything under MS are slim to none, unless there's a physical damage on the coin.
Right.
And so 65 is a pretty low grade for mint state coins, like that, bullion.
Mhm.
So even worst case is 10 grand. If they're all MS 60s, that's probably what, 8 grand?
Right. And I'm still 8
You're
times
still-
my money.
Exactly. So it's a win-win. The risk versus reward is so skewed that
This is why I mean I'm getting more into numismatics. I'm not talking about pandas. What would a 96 go for in 67? Okay, so
Right.
a 96 would be this one right here. This is their 96. I've been making shorts on these guys. I appreciate you watching them. If you haven't already, I've gotten up to the 91 or 92, but I'm making shorts on all these. I've been doing a few a day. So that would be your 96. What would it go for in 67? Let me get over there, Zero, and I'll share my screen and we'll look at it together. All right, Google. Let me get it all typed up here and we'll look at it together, Zebra. Because I think this one might not. Because some of these go for pretty good money, and then some of them are just like, for some reason.
There you go.
Let me see if we get the right page pulled up here. Yeah, so this one here is not one. So the 96 is not one that's a very sought after one, but let me. Oh, here he comes. There he comes out with the slab that I want so bad he won't sell me. This is Nerds version of show and tell money you cannot have. All right. So as you can see here, Zebra Cake, 1996 small date silver panda, which they are all small dates. And a 67, it's $45. And a 69, it's 80 going up, and a 70, it's 350 going down. There's a crap ton graded in 69. There's not many in the 67 and 68. So this is how
so
many
it's a
was
69
minted.
coin.
So yeah, so this is and the registry scores. So I don't need the scores. So yeah, a lot of them in 69. So
Oh.
I mean, yeah, in the 67, you're at 45. It's not really something that I mean, you can probably, if I had it in my store, I could probably put 50 on it, 55. I might even put a 60 on it, but if somebody would offer me 54, I'd probably take it. Because if you go and to look at a, I think it's let me go back here and do. Oh, hang on. Let me just do this. I want to see about a 95 because I think it just. Come on.
What do you think about coins going into the new
Coin.
grading system?
I don't mind it actually. I really don't. Now I don't know if you guys can see this. You guys can see this 95. Yes. See, a 95 and 67 is 300. A 69 is 500. A 70 is 750. So it really just depends on the year. And unfortunately, a 96 was a year I think they just made a bunch of them. Of the 1 ounce silver pandas. And there's not, there's only 538 versus the 2100, in the 96. So there's not as many graded. So price point stays up. Even a 66 is $225 for this panda. So, just wanted to show you that. But yeah, like if you start just Googling and researching kooks, pandas, koalas, and getting into the older ones, it is just ridiculous how much those really just go for. It's just a crazy price. Oh, that she brought. Yeah, this is the proof one. This is the 1990. And this is the proof one. Ooh, Lord of the Rings and the floating. I see that.
Yeah, I bought several of these. I bought a 10-pack for Christmas. So we
And for
can.
some reason, the 1990 put a P on there for proof. And I'll show you. Bring this one on top. It's the same one, but you can tell this is an MS versus the proof. You can see the difference in them. This is the one that Miss Money won. Yes, Miss Simon, I know you love banknotes. That's why you're my first go-to every time I get new banknotes in. Do you have this one? Because I don't remember all the ones I sold to you. I mean, I'll take that one. I'm not really big into Simpsons, but
Yeah, keep that on display. That's one of my favorite coins.
And don't worry, Miss Simon, I still have your box for you. As soon as I get a decent annex slab or something to mill it all out together for you. But yeah, this is the other one that she wants to send in, this 90 Panda. But yeah, I mean, just like the I'll show you real quick. Go back over here. Now the 83, 84, and 85, those were only 90% silver. When people complain about the 30-gram silver ones that we have, the ounce of silver, not the troy ounce ones that we have now. I'm like, you do realize the first 3 pandas that were made were not.
I think they're complaining more about the fact that they're shorting them. I mean, why would you short it down? I understand why. They're like, you've been giving us an ounce this whole time for this money, and now you're cutting it back that 1.1 grams.
Right.
That's where they're bitching. Me, I understand it because internationally, everything's by the gram, not by the ounce. They're moving away from the what is the troy ounce called? It's called the British standard or the I can't remember something like that. Yeah. So they're moving away from that and going strictly grams, which most things are by the gram now.
So let me full present this here. So this here for you guys, this is an 83. This is the first year silver panda, and a 69. It's the $2,000 panda. And a 68, it's 15 going down, and a 67. That's why I said even a 66, it's over $1,000. It's a $1,300 panda going up. So
yeah.
For what I bought, with the grading fees, just that one coin comes back. I broke even, let alone every other panda in the box.
Right.
You know, so it's 70 is 2150 going down. There's more 68s than anything else. So I'm to presume that maybe mine's a 68 or a 67. I'm not going to say it's a 69. But even if it hits a 65 to 66, I'm perfectly fine. These pandas, even if you hit a 65 clear across the board all the way through, even on your newer ones, now we know, your 2010s, 14s, 15s, we know those are probably going to hit 68, 69 without even trying. But your older ones might hit the lower numbers, and that's fine. But I just wanted to show you that, yeah, this is where I got my pricing off of NGC price guide, because that's where I'm sending them in. And there was only 10,000 of these minted. The finest is 90% silver, 38.6 millimeter diameter. And it's really weird how these earlier ones are like a 38 millimeter or something like that. But, you get into the 2000s, these become a 40 millimeter or a 39 millimeter. It's just weird how they did their sizes going through the sets. It's just a lot of things that you learn in this business while doing it. But oh my goodness, I'm tired of coughing. So, nerd must be dealing with kids again. So,
oh yeah, always.
Everybody sees the 2015s and so on. I mean, so I know when I send this one off, the 2015, I know if it comes back at 69, I know it's a $45 coin. I already know it is. But I'm sending it off just to have it in the set with all the rest of them. That's why with the 2016 to 2023, the 8 more coins. Yes, it does have a large date and a small date. Depending on what yours has. Now, I know my 96 is a small date. Yeah, 96. Because I know mine's a small date. Because the large date would take up, when it takes up the rim, this one and this 9s and the 6s almost touch the top of the outer circle. So I know mine's a small date. So that's what I was looking at. Now, I don't know if yours is a large date, then obviously the price would be different, Zebra. But as for mine, I know it's a small date. Or what I call an average date. So, but, well, we can look that up, Zebra, for you. Let's look that up. Let me type everything in, and we'll. That way, I'm not. All right, see. 96 small date versus large date value. No, silver and pennies. Oh, yeah. Turning for. Let me present the screen. And I got it. Share. Let's see. And America. Yeah. See. All right. So this would be your large date, where it's your rim's a little bit smaller, but it's almost touching your rim. Or excuse me, I think this is a large date. Excuse me. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys see that. Yes, you guys see that. All right. Collectors of the United States coins are aware that small variations can make big differences in value. For example, 1864 2 cent. Oh, yeah. Can we get the pandas? But the small model. Yeah. This is me, Anthony. Why we know? Oh my goodness gracious! Can we just get to the pandas? Yeah. So there's your. Yeah, there's your large data is from Shanghai, small data is from Shenyang. And see, that's what I mean. Where your large date's almost hitting the rims. Where your small dates are not like that one. So yeah, see, as for the 96, mine is not. Let me see, 94, 95, it hits a 96. There we go. Yeah. See how your 1996s are all the way in the middle. You got plenty of leeway. And then these here. Yeah, mine's a small date. I've got plenty of room all over the place on mine. Or no, mine's a large date. Yeah, mine's a large date. No, hang on. Crap, I'm gonna look at this again. No, mine's got a lot of room in it. Yeah, so mine's a small date. Which is fine. But yeah, so that's
You can also see that the small dates, since they're more compressed, they look thicker.
right, versus the large date.
The large date looks all stretched out and thinner.
Right.
So,
So yeah, that's what you're looking at. Are they big block numbers like this, or are they more outline numbers?
more
like this?
spread out and thin.
Spread out and flat, yeah. So that's what you're looking for. That's how you can tell. So I hope that helps you. Siren's over there laughing at me. It's all right. But oh, now he brings out the gold backs. Look at him go here.
I ain't got many of them. I only got like 3 or 4.
I didn't even have any gold backs. I sold all mine.
Yeah, well, these got picked up in a drop, I think is where they wound up. I had 5 of them, gave 1 away.
Right. Because
there's no way in hell I'm going to try to collect 1,000 of them.
Yeah, I think, well, yeah, I was going to say, isn't it 1,000 of them's an ounce?
Yeah, it takes 1,000 per ounce, and then you're talking, you now have like $6,000 in the ounce. It's
right. Talk about a premium on gold. Yeesh.
Uh-huh.
That's a premium I don't want to pay.
It's a good concept. If the federal government ever decides to pick this up and do it as an official currency, that'd be something.
Well, yeah, it would be because at least our money would be backed by silver and gold again. Because I know
Yep.
they got silverbacks too, and that is something they could do because it would be.
Yeah, this technology is not new. It's an older technology where they
Right.
take and actually spray the metal onto it, basically pixelated, so they can get it as thin as they want it, as micro as they want it. That's how they're able to get it to 1/1000.
Right.
It'd just be expensive because if they're going to make, what do they make a year? Dollar bills, somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 million a year.
Something
What
like
they
that for
print?
dollar bills alone, because we go through more ones and fives than we do anything else.
Exactly. So if they started converting us back to a gold and silver standard, and they made one silverback is considered $1, and then they could say one gold back could be, a $10 bill or 20, something like that.
Right.
Have that kind of breakdown in it. And the silverbacks could have 1 gram of silver on them, whereas the gold back has, 1/1000.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be a 1-to-1.
No.
It wouldn't be ratioed quite the same, but you could get away with it. You could say
they,
you
they
had
could,
10.
and they could figure it out for sure. I just don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
they want to because then they'd get off the largest Ponzi scheme that's ever been known to the world that we're
Well,
in right
yeah.
now with our fiat crap. And
This is
it's
the
just not
first
something
time
they
in
wanna do.
human history that every country in the world is backed by nothing but the faith of that country.
Right. It's and yeah, it's funny how you said that because even countries that used to be still on the gold and silver standard, even in the 80s, they went to that fiat
Yeah.
crap and
Everything's backed. And now
it's all backed by a promise. Is all it is. It's a promise.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
it.
promise.
Someone's word.
And the
Someone's
other
word.
countries measure their value of their currency by a basket of the top 10 countries in the world. So they have like 10 different currencies that they look at and in a basket, and that's how they value their dollar. I'm like,
So let me ask you this: do you think that for 2023? Let me ask you this. I know we're not talking stocks and stuff like that, but do you see a recession in 2023? Maybe
already
worse
here.
than 2008.
Oh, you mean for a sec, yeah.
Not necessarily a depression, but do you see a definite recession?
Here's the problem with the spike with the inflation so fast, relatively fast, less than a year. I see a rubber band effect coming. I don't know when, but when it hits, it's going to hit fast, and things are going to collapse very hard, very fast. And those that have weathered this storm and have the means are going to get rich.
Right.
So,
And then the ones that didn't are going to fall on their face.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
So try
That's
to be
a
as
fair
deleveraged as possible.
Right.
And have solid assets that when all this goes rubber bands back, those assets should hold. I mean, if everything falls to crap, gold and silver is going to go up again. It's going to jump.
Oh, it's going to skyrocket like a mug.
Yeah. I mean,
That's when
I don't think we'll see 2,500 gold, but we could very well see 2,200 gold.
Oh, I'm thinking 20. I'm thinking more like 23 and maybe 35 for silver.
I'm seeing 35, 40 range for silver. Yeah. That's an easy possibility. Now, I don't think it's going to jump to 50 again.
No,
that only
like
happens
in the 80s.
Once every 20, 30 years,
Right.
Happened in the 80s.
No, I just with the inflation going on. Yeah, the gas prices are slowly coming down. Unfortunately, they're not down where we like
Gas
them.
prices are pretty much down where they were before the pandemic here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, compared to the inflation they're bringing those down, which is slowly bringing some of. No, I said some of the grocery bill coming down, depending on what you buy.
Yeah.
But maybe 5%, 10% at most. Not
Now,
where it should be at all. we're still
Staple
paying
goods
way
are still
too much.
expensive.
We're still paying way too much for groceries, I believe, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, groceries are way too. I mean, $6 for 18 pack of eggs.
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm telling you, when we move out to Texas, I've already talked to Mater. We're going to build a chicken coop, and we're going to have like a half acre of garden going. We're going to I'm going to start. You're going to start seeing Money Maniacs might have a third channel of let's cannon with money. We cannon
What
everything. Shoot.
what area of Texas are y'all looking at?
I'll be right there, Mater's neighbor, Ennis,
Oh,
Texas, 28 miles.
Where'd
Just
you
past Ennis or Ennis, Texas.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
about
just past-
15
just
minutes
past-
from where I work.
yeah, just past Waxahachie.
Yeah, so I work in Lancaster, which is about 10 minutes, 15 minutes north of there. So.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's
I'll be
about
right-
20 minutes from where I work.
So that's where I'll be.
It'll be less than an hour drive to get to you.
Because we're doing that shed to house. We're buying a 2-story shed. We're gonna make it a 3-bedroom up. But technically, it's going to be 4 bedrooms. But I'm making one an office with 3 bedrooms and a 1.5 bath, and it's going to be a 16 by 40. All the plumbing to be downstairs, so it's going to be easy to do once we get the foundation, get it rolled in.
We lost him.
And we're going to be doing a mini series on that.
Where'd
Building the
you
house.
go?
Building the house and everything. We're going to be doing a mini series
Well,
on
the
that.
stream's
along
still
with
going, so something didn't. I mean, something.
Can y'all hear me? Okay, maybe it's just on Nerd's end. I don't know. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't on my end. Was it on your end, Nerd?
I have no idea. The only one that was circling was you, but I looked over on YouTube and you were still there. And next thing I know, I got kicked out of StreamYard. So I don't know.
I don't know. Siren gave me a thumbs up that I was still here, so I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what me or Nerd.
It must have been. It was me.
But no, anyway, so that's what I'm saying is, and when we get out there, the first thing I'm doing is I've already talked to Mater, is we're going to buy either a whole cow and a whole hog, or I'm going to buy half a cow, however he wants to divvy it up. But we're going to split it straight in half because a whole cow and a whole hog feeding a family of 3 or 4 people.
It could take
I got meat for years, for a year.
That's what a lot of families do out in the country.
And that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to have our vegetables. So my shopping bill is going to go down to quite a bit, except for frozen foods, snacks, stuff like that. But
your overall bill will go down for the year, but that initial cost is going to suck.
But that's why we're saving money now. So
because half a cow is going to run you about probably $2,000, and then a whole hog.
Half a cow and a whole hog from the one butcher. If I were to buy it right now, this is 2 years down the road, so this price would definitely go up. But right now, it would cost me $2,700, and that's hanging weight before they butcher it down.
Before they butcher it down, it's always
that's hanging weight. That's hanging.
But the butchering cup is part of it, so that's part of the price. So it kind of.
And that's what we're doing, Siren. We're going to get me and Mater talked about it. Me and him are going to be out there building a chicken coop and everything. And we're talking about, maybe 10 to 14 hens. And his wife has already got a thing with the lady where she breeds and raises chickens, where she's best friends with her, where she said we can just come over and get 14 chickens for free. So, I mean, we're all hooked up all the way around. So it's once we get out there, it's going to be a wonderful thing. It's just stuck here in Arizona.
I have to come to your house once a month and stock up on stuff.
That's fine. Come on down. We'll just throw it on the big old Barbie. Have some barbecue chicken and some ribs, and we'll
coming and hanging out more often. I don't have that many community friends near me.
I'll be out there in a couple of years, and we'll be doing it to it.
The only one that was closest to me was Lambo, and
unfortunately. Well, I know there's a lot of people, especially in the coin community, that are in Texas, but Texas is so big that they're like 2 to 3 hours spread out.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are in the eastern corridor. So you got, EC and several others down in the Houston
And Mad,
area.
and yeah.
And then as you head north along the corridor, you get Mad, you get Ida, and you get a few others.
Right.
But I see them once a year at the coin show in Tyler. So
Right. So, and that's what another thing. I can't wait till we're there and we can start going to more coin shows, because that's going to be our business, is setting up at shows. So.
There's 2 or 3 in the DFW area that happens over the summer, every summer.
Yeah, we're hoping between the gun shows and the coin show, we'll be hitting the show, once or twice a month. We're hoping about every couple of weeks, we'll be out at a show somewhere.
My first purchase at a show was at a gun show. I bought Mercury dimes at 16 times face.
I'm still with one of my distributors, because I buy so much from them. I'm like the only one that gets this price, other than I think there might be a couple others. But I can get dimes and quarters at 18 times, and I get any halves, even if they're 40%, at 20 times. And which is a really good deal. I've just not stocked up on my constitutional, because I'm trying to go a different route. I've been trying to get in more into the numismatics, and I'm like, well, maybe I should dump like 3,000 in the constitutional.
$10 is an industry standard now for halves.
Right.
Most of them
It really is. And I mean, he just, if he's got nicer ones, he puts those in 2x2s and puts them out in his case, or grades them. So we're talking book fillers or stuff that you would just want to have in a 2x20.
I still need a few Benjis. I think I need about 40 Benjis to finish all my books.
Oh my goodness, it's your books.
But I got my Peace Dollar finished. That was good. And I got my.
You ever start a Morgan book, I'm going to hurt you.
No, I'm not going to do a Morgan book because there's too much.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this one.
I'm doing things that are obtainable for the common man. A Morgan book, you got $100 and $1,000 Morgans in there.
Yeah, I want to. I'm not really a book guy. I'm more of a capital set guy. Everybody knows that. I love my capital sets. Not necessarily doing them, but I just like having them. I just think they're cool. They're cool to look at in your display cases and things of that nature. But if I were to do something, I'd like to do like a, which I know it can be expensive, but I'd like to do a Barber half capital. I know some of those Barber halves can get expensive, but I'd like to do a Barber half capital.
I won this.
You won a full Jefferson nickel book.
Yep. I won this. And it goes to 16p.
How'd you win a full Jefferson nickel Dansko?
Well, it was a lot. It was an auction lot. Well, the reason why I was bidding on it was not the book itself. I just treated that as, whatever the silver plus the nickels were. It's about $20. But what was in it was one of Miss Dee Dee's hummingbirds was part of the deal.
Okay, yeah.
And so I was bidding on that because it was it was a 2-ounce hummingbird.
Oh.
And so I got a 2-ounce hummingbird, Miss Dee Dee hummingbird, in that book for $83 shipped.
The book's worth more than that.
Yeah, I know.
you got the hummingbird for free, or you got the book?
I gave it to my mom for her Mother's Day, I think, that year.
Wow.
When I got it.
Where Miss Dee Dee go? I haven't seen Miss Dee Dee around in a while.
I don't know.
Oh.
And I say this this way for a reason. I've effectively finished this book.
Oh.
It's got them all but the one. That's what everybody has, all but the one. So it's done. All I do now is if I see a real nice earlier date, I'll upgrade, but that's about it. And then let's see. I've finished the Peace book. Got it done. Got the 21. Come on, stop doing that. There we go. Got the 28.
It's a nice 28 too. I don't know if you can see that. I'd probably have to put it under scope, but it's an AU all day. I paid $3 for it. And that's before everything dropped, of course. But back then, that was about $150 off of what NGC said an AU 55 is. Then, of course, I've got plenty of these. This is my number one book. This is where all the nicest stuff goes in first. I always check it first to see if it goes in that. Still need some that are not shiny or you can't see the cartwheel. But a lot of them you do. Some of them I had trouble determining whether they were proof or not. But I finally, once you hold them up against the proof, it's easy to tell.
All right, might as well bring out the rest of the Benjis.
Why would I do that?
Because it's you.
You mean these two books and these two books and these two books and these two books. There's only 8 books. And then I've got the Capital holder set also. So I'll only have 9 sets when it's all said and done. That's it. I like the Benjis. Yeah, I got a bookcase and a set of books. I put books or coins. It's got a bookshelf of books or coins. I do that because they wouldn't all fit in my safe. Not with the boxes of the silver and the gold and stuff. It's hard to fit everything.
So, guys, we know where nerds' goals lie. Anything Benji.
I collect Benjis. Yeah, I also do this. That's my ASE set that I'm still trying to effectively finish. I just need a few to have all MS. I mean, there's a lot of proof in there too, but. And then these are my others that I got that I like this one here.
I mean, hi, I want it.
It's a 70, the Shark Privy.
We're always in the mood for some Benjis.
You already got a book off of him.
You already got one
You're the
book
only
off.
one. You already. I don't know how you did that, but you did.
That's
Because it wasn't a Dansko.
Oh, because it wasn't a Dansko book.
That's all the reason. All the reason I was willing to get rid of it because it wasn't a Dansko. I got this nice Krugerrand here too. First day issue. Those are my. I got a really nice couple of nice Mercs.
That is a nice
45. And this one here.
I thought you weren't a slab guy.
I picked these up before I really honed what I was going to do. Before I decided the direction of my collection, I had already picked a lot of this stuff up.
Hey, Mudswat, how you doing, buddy?
Benjis. Got this Benji.
Oh, look at that soapbox. Look at that old soapbox holder.
Yeah, this is a proof one. Proofy.
59. Yep.
And then of course I got my
Well, you got to show the annex holder for Siren. You got to show the.
the annex holder.
You don't
It's
have
a
Siren or
dub.
annex.
It's a
There you
dub.
go, Siren. There you go. You got to show the annex holder
MS65
for Siren.
San Antonio.
She loves those holders. Yep, she's looking too. She's like, whoa.
Dub, rubber dub.
Hang on, let's do this.
I
There you
got
go.
the 2020 sets, and then this is my first slab W I ever got. I won it. It's the American Samoa. That's what got me started on searching W's, is getting that. And then these are the ones that I found and sent in. I sent 2 of each in. I
Did
got
you get the? Oh, you did get the early finds, yeah.
I got 30 fines on them. I didn't get it on the tall grass, but I did get it on the.
Yeah, you got the early find on the tall grass. It says early find underneath it.
Oh, okay, it's underneath it, yeah. But
Yeah, it's not
these were 65 plus, which I don't understand the plus, but anyway,
What's a slabbed MS65W go for these days?
I don't
What you
know.
have? What you have? I'm thinking like $25, but I might be.
I'm not sure. Have no idea. I know it's less
Maybe-
than
No, because I have a 64W and that's 25. You're probably closer to 30, 35 or more.
yeah. This is a nice one here.
Maybe you got a proof.
69 deep cam.
Almost a
Yeah, I don't have a regular, but I got a proof slabbed. And then my other really nice one would have to be.
He's got slabs for days.
Come on, we get. Okay, this one here.
Oh, the 75 privy on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the big boy.
20W.
Well, I wouldn't say the biggest boy, but it's a big boy. I mean,
Yeah,
those
especially
reverse,
with a 70 deep cam. Oh, yeah.
yeah, those reverse proofs are the ones that are big boys. God goodness, some of those are. Whew.
I don't know. To me, when it comes to the Eagles, I think the only ones worth slabbing are the proofs and the reverse proofs. I think people should stop slabbing the regular freaking ASCs, but that's
The only reason they do it is because they let them do it in bulk.
right.
That you can send in a whole monster box at one time. They charge you a bulk rate for it, and you can tell them if it doesn't get at least to 69, then just don't slab it, and they'll pay the fee. And it's a bulk wholesale fee. I mean, somebody said you send a monster box in, they charge you like $5 a coin.
Right, because, yeah.
Okay, so you
And
get all that, and you're going to wind up with, if 10% are 70s, that's 50 coins.
Right. And, I mean, I know the money's there to do it. Obviously, just like the pandas I've got in front of me, the money's there to do it. I just wish. I am so tired of, I don't mind looking at slab Morgans. I don't. They're a beautiful coin. I do honestly get tired of going to people's shows and they've got 3 cases of nothing but Morgans. I'm sorry. I'm a variety guy. Please have some diversity in your case. Now, when it comes to Silver Eagles, I'm just as pig on those as anything else. If you've got 2 cases of nothing but slab ASCs, come on. You can diversify. You could have left half of that at home. You're not going to sell every Silver Eagle you brought with you, so you might as well diversify your case. That's kind of what I try to do with my cases. I try to bring a little bit of everything, diversify it, because you don't know who's going to show up. You might get an Eagle guy, but the next person you might get a Panda guy. You might get a Koala. You might get a Libertad person. You're going to want a little bit of everything in your cases, and if your space is limited, please limit your supply down to where you have a little bit of everything so you can sell more stuff. But hey, again, that's just the way I do business. It ain't for everybody, I guess. Here he goes with his Eagles now.
Almost got it.
And his camera.
These are anyway.
Right, and that's very true, Mudswat. MS68 is about the breaking point. Depending on what coin it is, though. I mean, if you're talking Eagles, then no.
These
I
are
mean,
my
69.
21s, type 1s and type 2s. I keep all those. If I get a 70 in those, if I can pick it up for a good price, I go ahead and do it. Especially the type 1s. They wound up being the quote unquote rare of the two.
To me, I have no problem telling people what I pay for slab eagles. If they're 69s, if they're MS 69s, unless they're a key date, which is only about 2 or 3 of them in there, I'm paying $40 a slab. That's what I
Right.
pay. I'm selling them for about 45. That's where I'm at with the 69s. Now, if they're 70s, depending on the years, I'll look them up. We'll come up with a better plan. But if you're bringing me 20 MS 69 commons around, you just know right off the bat, it's 40 a piece. So for every 10, it's $400. Period. Done. Out the door. There's no negotiation in that either. Take the price for you, because I'm going to sell them for 45. That's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to make $5 a coin on them. I ain't making much. Your 2007 is not silver? Or is that the silver
Yeah,
one?
it is. 2007 had that.
Oh, that's
weird
right. It
year.
had when they did the $4 and all that crazy.
Yeah, they did that special
that.
set where they
Yeah.
had the dollars with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. It's full. It's this is all silver proof. I put it together a silver proof set.
Where's your 2009? Or is that just the States? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, the one I want to buy. Europe.
That's the only reason it's not still slab. I mean, still in the box because I got this instead. So, besides, these are all just the States. That's the you go with either one. And then these are my
64
Benji.
on down.
sets. Let's see, 56, 7, 8, 9, 61 to 63. So that's all here.
Come on, there. You got to get the lower sets that are expensive. Come on now.
I know. I've got a 1955 right here. And I got a 1954 right here.
Oh, okay. He
just
brought out the
can't-
expensive.
I
Oh,
can't
you got to get that. You got to get that 1950 set with the 15 coins in it. That's a set.
The 15 coin set.
Yeah, it's a 19 with a 50. It comes in the box or the 50. I don't want to. Oh my gosh, what set is it?
I didn't know there's that many. I thought they just did one of these like normal.
It's a 50. It comes to 15 coins. Let me look up. I'm in the gray sheet trying to. I can't remember what year it is. Someone in chat, help me out. 19 proof type. No, I want proof sets. Not gold. Philippines. No. Gold type. I guess that's gold. Proof type. Silver eagles. Gold eagles. 5 ounce quarters. Modern commons gold coin sets. 50. Where's the 50? Where is the 50? I know you can find it.
Coins get heavy.
Let's see. 50, 50, 50, 50. Where the can't believe I forgot what it proof set. There we go. 1950. 1955 box. 110. Oh, was that not that? Was it the box?
They did box 55 and below. I didn't know there's 15 coins in them though.
There's one that has it's a 15 coin set. 1 to 6. That's a okay. There's a 55 flat pack. There's a 55 box. They're still both 110. No, that's not right. It is.
That's because they're both just 5 coins.
Yeah, there was one that was.
Well, these are my my set of coin
2019.
orders, and with a it's my 2020 set, and I decided I wanted a San Antonio since I'm in Texas.
42. Thank you, Silver Nitrate. Yeah, there it is. It's a. Well, no, it says it's a 5 coin set, not 15. Hey, Silver Nitrate. That's Silver Nitrate.
Hey,
How you
Nitrate,
doing?
hadn't seen you in a while.
Get you blue. The 42 has got 6 coins or 5 coins. I thought there was one that had 15. What am I thinking? I could have. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I think I'm going crazy. Another 3-piece silvers. Oh, yeah, I know 1936 is the first year they started them. Maybe it was the 42. Maybe, but it's got a 5 and a 6. piece. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I thought it was a 15 piece somewhere. I don't know. My brain's not working. I'm sick anyway, so. There he goes with the. It is. It's a silver nitrate in the house. What's going on? What are you bringing out all your commemoratives and your proofs?
Yeah, it's the $50 I started collecting just cause.
Just cause.
Just cause.
Just cause. Oh, I see a Libertad.
Come on, focus.
He really is, Jim. He's showing off more today. So for you new people that just got here, what are your gold and silver goals for 2023? Do you guys have any, or we've already come to the conclusion? I'm just going with more numismatics, and I'm going to be grading more this year. Nerd is hoping for 10 ounces of gold, but he's sad.
Get this thing on the floor.
Because I can't.
I was going to
None yet, LOL.
My first silver in coin roll hunting,
Oh, nice.
and when I found it, it stood out because it was white as snow on the edge compared to all the other $50. That was exciting because you knew you pulled silver then.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from. I might stay away from bullion myself as much as I did previously, because it's just going up and down so much. The premium, people don't know where to sell them at right now. They don't know what to do. That market's just all over the place. Unfortunately, lost a little bit of silver I had in a boating accident.
Yeah, I know a lot of my silver went down with the ship too.
but so I'm going to stick with the numismatics. I think Morgans are a way to go. I think your seated dimes, half dimes, seated $50. I think that's the way to go. You're still gas, it's still silver, but you're more the numismatic, and especially the graded ones. Or even if you buy the raw ones and you want to send them in. But
Now, this is my best bag.
yeah, I got one of those bags too because I don't have my board put up yet. I got one of those bags too.
I've even got people that are no longer around, like coin hunting couple.
I got all 4 of their stickers.
Yeah, I think I got all 4 of them here somewhere.
Took me forever to get all of yours, but I finally got all yours.
All 7?
Yeah, finally. Well, we finally got 2 sets of them.
Yeah, because she kept on taking them.
Man.
Got one of Big Flip's older stickers,
Yeah, I got one of those ones, and then I've got his card one.
and the foily version.
I don't know if I have the holographic or not. I'll have to look in the bag. But that's another thing I plan on doing in the office, is putting all that up behind me after I get it all set up.
There's some stickers that
Getting the office set up from the house
is,
with all the tables and display cases.
I think I got both sets of his.
Yeah, I've got all the Lambos that he had. His big ones, the small ones. Yeah, we got all the Lambos. Yeah,
I got a
this
couple.
Lambo.
Yeah. Mickey Rob's Banks.
Mickey Ross Bank, yep. I even got Big Bank, Little Bank, and
Yeah. I got a Nitrates family in here too somewhere.
You miss over nitrate. He's right there in chat. I'm just
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up.
yeah, there's some
Got a
channels that
magnet
miss.
from Perks.
We got Perk. I say Perk. Hey, if you watch this afterwards, I ain't got a magnet yet.
I want
I've had that one for a while. So.
Key over. I want a sticker.
This is one little stack of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
I never
Card-
did a board, so I got a bunch. Probably
Yeah.
100 stickers here.
That's because you don't put your face with the wall behind you, though. You don't really
Yeah, I know.
do a. I mean, you face reveal every once in a blue moon, but
Johnny Ray.
Johnny Ray Highway, what's going on?
Mickey Robs Banks moved to Washington State to be with his daughter and his significant other. I don't know if they ever got married again or what. So
Yeah, Silver Nitrate. I hear you on that. Sitting on the sideline waiting for things to. They are just all over the place. That's why I'm not really selling right now. I'm just buying. I mean, I'm going to get back into selling this year, of course, but right now, first part of the year, just buy. So when I can, but I've got over $5,000 worth of stuff without even hitting YouTube with just distributors that are holding stuff for me everywhere to get my display cases filled back up. Armando from the vault. I've got all of his. I've got his refrigerator magnets. I've got his big stickers, little stickers. I think he got all his stickers too.
and you got Silver Keys.
Yep, I got hers. There's just so many. 49's fine.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make him get my sticker bag out here. Sticker bag.
Saka Plata.
You know, I don't have a Saka Plata. I haven't really gone over to his channel. I go over there and watch every once in a while, but usually I'm doing something else and he's on. Well, this ain't all of my bag, but I found one of my bags. I found one of my bags. Oh, whoop. Oh, loose fellow. Here we go. Let's see. I see Lambo in there. Let's see, who's this? Oh, that's Kayvon. I got that from Cajun. SJ Mixed Adventures. Another Kayvon. Yep, there's a Lambo. DA Sales.
Oh yeah.
Stormin. Oh, there's Kellen L. There's Southern Coin. There's all my nerd. I got all the nerd.
Dad and daughter.
Oh, I think I got dad and daughter in here. Yep, there. Oh, I do have a big flip holographic. Okay. And there's flip side, another big flip.
I got all the Far North.
And Cajun.
Far North is Far North, Little Far North.
This is just one bag. Silver Will Prospers, Reckless Metals, Live Q&A, Reckless Metals, Metal Mafia.
That's who I won the
D Reese,
dub from. Is Peggy Hunt's everything.
Paula Blunt, Ken Peavy, Big Bank, Globe Bank.
The nitrates. Got Silver Nitrate.
Faith of Coins, Bradley Height,
Middle Nitrate.
Coin and Card Hobbyist,
And Little Nitrate.
Dime Digger. I haven't seen Dime Digger around here.
Yeah.
I am not on Whatnot. I've just started figuring out how to make shorts, so I've been making shorts on YouTube.
Oh, delicious. I made a short about my proof Eagle and got like 1,800 views. A couple people were nasty, but you know, being mean.
Prospector. My silver pandas, they've been hitting like 300, 800, 400.
Yeah. I didn't realize little shorts would generate that many views.
Remember on Mama Lou?
There's Kellanell.
Penny Haven, Lake House Beach, Global Coin, another coin hunting couple.
Bubs.
Dad and daughter.
More Bubs.
Sterling Cannabis, Big Flip Armando,
Protecting North Carolina.
Redneck, Paula Bloom, Pitted Prunes. I mean, just so
Mama
many.
T.
Value
Mama
Hunter that we don't see very often. Another Value Hunter. Pit Bullion. And hey, I finally found Zebra Kixes. I knew it was in there.
Some of these I don't even remember the names.
Kayla Fan.
Badlands 44.
Ida, Johnny Ray. Like I said, this is just one bag. There's Silver Nitrate. We found nitrate. Ike's Girl, Rose Dragon,
I got a couple of different value hunters.
Michael Lambo, and then Ashes C2, Pammy Jones, and John Wolf.
This
That
is
was
one
just
of
one
the
bag.
first. This is one of the first people I started watching when I got on YouTube.
EVJ, yeah, me too. EVJ,
And
I
they
got-
and he actually, my very first video I did was to get into one of his giveaways.
yeah. My EVG, I've got him in another bag. But
I
yeah,
used to
Might
hang
do
out
a
here
sticker wall
because
and-
he would give away some great stuff, and he would do like a Bigfoot. Now he would do the the people that bought from him. He would do a wheel type thing and get a winner for
Right.
however much you spent. You got an entry. I liked it because when I first started watching him, it hadn't really blew up on YouTube yet on coin roll hunting. So he was consistently getting boxes with 5, 7, 10, 20 plus silvers in them. So it would easily buy, you could buy 20 rolls from him and wind up with, 4 or 5 silvers. And we're
Yeah,
talking,
I've seen some end up with a tube of silver.
yeah. I mean, back then, and it was 90%
were-
stuff.
Yeah, they were 90, and I've seen a few 40s, but they were mostly Benjis and Walkers, back then.
Yeah,
Still.
but that
And
dried
then
up
when
real
he
quick.
went to his, and then when he went to his auctions, yeah, he still did the wheel a little bit. But yeah, I loved his donator wheel where he'd give away like 5 ounces of silver every night.
I won one. That's where I won one. My first 5-ounce quarter, I won from him.
Oh,
It was
wow.
one of the 2020s. So, yeah, so I decided at that point, or was it 2020? Yeah, it's 2020s. And I went ahead and just picked up the rest of them to have this set.
Right, you might as well at that point.
Yeah, Shibu Rob.
I had a grand idea of where I wanted to grab all 56 of the slab quarters.
Oof.
Yeah,
Right now, if you wanted to, be the time because the Hawaiian volcano, I seen it as cheap as 300.
Yeah, that's the one I would grab first before the rest of them. before
Yeah,
that
that's
thing
the
goes
one of the
back
most expensive ones. I love that design. In fact, I picked up the quarter slab, MS69 or MS70. I can't remember.
up. I gotta
because it was
check
just
out what
beautiful.
Whatnot is. Everybody keeps asking me about Whatnot.
Scott Jarvey,
Oh, I am.
Victoria Roman Carter. Yeah, big old bag. Big old bag. Whatever happened with Coin Hunting Couple? They used to be pretty. I was with them for a long time too, hanging out with them, doing their cornroll hunts. Silver Dragons. Fantastic. BMK. There we go. There's Miss Ida's. One of Miss Ida's. The D Reese.
But yeah, I just I haven't. There's a few channels I miss watching, but I mean, then there's a few new channels that really don't go into live streams, but they're coin channels, but they just do crack out challenges, or they just do submission. Kayla Fan, yeah, I showed that one earlier. Or they just do their submission reveals or whatever, and I love watching those too. I love finding new people that are, and I'll leave a comment or something like, "Hey, I really appreciate you showing it." I just love people getting grades back, and I don't necessarily mind missing people that miss the mark on stuff, because it is a learning curve. I don't think that you need to be a professional if you want to send coins in, but just know you're not going to get everything you hope for, because it is a learning curve. If you've got the money to do it and that's what you want to do, I think it's a great thing to do, because it's a good way of learning. If you're a little bit more conservative on it, then obviously get some knowledge under your belt before sending off. But I love watching the videos of. Hey, I wonder who that is.
You know what I'm noticing? I don't have a Money Maniacs in here.
That's because Maniacs doesn't have liquor. Money
Right.
Maniacs only had business cards.
Mhm.
You should have like plenty of my business cards somewhere around there.
Oh,
You
from
probably
somewhere.
you probably just threw them away.
They're probably stacked somewhere. Oh, I finally found some zebra cookies. I thought I had a pizza guy one. That's
I don't have that zebra cakes. I have the one of his older ones.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I know that's the only zebra kicks I have. Because I know I have one other bag that's bigger than that, but a lot of them
Dreadpool.
are. I don't even have Dreadpool sticker yet. But I know a lot of the stickers I have in the other bag I didn't show are channels that you don't see anymore.
Yeah.
That was the newer bag of stuff that I have.
Big. I just put them all in the same bag.
I was going to, but then the bag got too big, and I just
Yeah. I had to go to a gallon size bag. That's a card from Gypsy.
Nice. But yeah, I just yeah, I gotta check out whatnot. What is whatnot? Silver nitrate?
It's it's an app type thing. I mean,
Okay.
I think TikTok for auctions.
Oh, okay.
You get on there and you can you live stream and you can set it up to where they can purchase things through there. You can run auctions.
Oh,
It's interesting, but and you can set it up. I think you set up to where you can run it through like your payment system, but whatnot. I don't like from what I've been hearing, some of their payment system, the way they make you pay and the fees they take, it's
yeah, because you know how with the way I do business, I go straight through the Square, and I just invoice everybody through Square. That way they can pay Google, they can pay via their Cash App card, they could pay PayPal, they could pay whatever they want. But it's just the way I do it. It's just the same way Big Flip does it, where you just get an invoice in the mail, or not in the mail, but in the email, and you can just pay with whatever card or account that you want, or bank account, or whatever you want to link to it. So I just like that, and and it works for live too, because we have the Square, to where we have the Square reader and everything when we're live. If people want to use the cards at the gun shows or coin shows, I believe in bringing cash to the conventions, but hey, I'm old fashioned. I don't believe in buying bullion on credit, but it's not my money. It's not the way it's y'all's choice or their choice. That's just how I see it. But I still give them the option to where we'll take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, and everything else. So it's just how we do it. But they just know that when you're buying live, and if you go through the Square with the card, unfortunately, you get charged tax. If we're in certain states. Now in Arizona, there's no tax charge, but if we're in different states, and if we have to charge tax on bullion, I have to let them know right up front before you do this, like, hey, there will be tax. So if you buy $2,000 worth of stuff, you're getting $2,000 worth of taxes, just so you know where you're at before we do this.
It depends on what state they're in.
Exactly.
Thank God for the southern states.
That's why here in Arizona, there's no tax. Nevada, when we set up there, there's no tax. So unless they're
Texas.
buying, yeah, what Nerd said. Unfortunately, it's being overrun by games like YouTube. But hey, to each his own. Yeah, I don't mind the games. I'm not going to sit here and binge on the games or harden anybody on the games. If people like to play the games, then this is my take on it, and you can agree or disagree with me, your choice. If you're playing the games, you're playing it just for the fun of playing it. You're not playing to win it. You're donating because you're supporting that channel, you're supporting the person, or you're supporting the entertainment. That's all you're doing. Winning is a bonus. So if if you're doing it because that's the way you think it's going to be cheaper for you in the long run to stack silver, wrong. You can agree or disagree with me on that, but if you're playing the games, which I have no problem doing, I play every once in a while, but I play
Unless you're just
just for the
extremely
entertainment.
lucky.
Just for the entertainment value. Yeah, unless you're just on one of those luck streaks where you win like 3 games in a day, you're on a lucky streak that day. That's all it is. But
Keep playing that day.
but yeah, keep playing that day. Don't play tomorrow. But
Right.
that's all I'm saying about them. You're playing just for the entertainment. Like when we were hosting for Every Day when he was broke down for trade day a few weeks ago. We played a few games. That's where we actually won this panda. I spent $5. I got one spot and we won this. We were playing just to play, just to be there, just to be like, hey, we're involved. It's cool. It's $5, whatever. We weren't expecting anything, but we won. Cool. We won, whatever. At the same time, we weren't expecting to win. That's all I'm saying. If you go into these games expecting that you're going to win, don't get butthurt if you spend, $200 a day in for games and you walk out with one piece of something, whether it's a very expensive piece of silver or gold or what have you, but $200 for one piece of silver, obviously you lost money. There's Miss Money waving, but and I don't mean to be on a soapbox here, but there's one other thing, and there's nothing wrong with premium silver, and I'm talking like your Liberators, your stuff in the boxes that are like $200 to $300. You're limited your limited edition stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but just know when you go to sell that to a actual LCS, a lot of people will look at that as literally
silver.
They're looking at it as 1 or 2 ounces of silver. They're not looking at it, well, okay, there was only 400 of these minted, yada, yada, yada. This is how much it's worth. They're looking at it as, okay, I can probably sell it for 200, but in the long run, I'll give you $70 for it. And they're being generous at that point. So hey Gleason, how you doing, buddy? But so that's
some money. If I decide to put some gold grab bags together, what do you suggest?
Wow. If you put some gold grab bags, you would sell a lot quicker if you did the 1 grams, because I don't think you're going to have enough for just with people's pockets. Now, I'm not saying what people can afford or what they can't afford, but I can see the 1 grams going faster than I can see like the 1/10.
Yeah. I get that, but what to put in there with it and what do I set it at? That's the key thing. Because
if it were me, 1 gram of gold, or you could just have it like 3 ounces of silver. You could have it set as like 3 ounces of silver. Thank you.
And then a chase is a grammer.
Yeah, and then wherever the gram is, there's 1 ounce of silver, whether it be generic or whatever, and you sell it for like, $100 or $125, or you have 4 ounces of silver, maybe generic rounds, or a couple of premiums, couple of generics to even out the value, and then but with the gold, you have like a premium round with the gold, and to me it's worth $125 all day long because the value is there. That's what I would do if I was going to do a gold grab bag. But I would set up 10 bags with, 2 or 3 golds in it, and the other 7 would just have the silver in it. That's what, that's the way I would do it. Unless you want to do straight all, gold grab bags across the board.
Yeah, I don't have the silver. That's the problem.
You just don't want to dip in your safe.
Well, that's the thing is, I've already stripped down to where I have like 1 of everything now. I have to start getting rid of stuff that I only have 1 of.
Right.
I have no generic left, except maybe like a John Wick or something like that.
I would say 35 is way too high right now, because even constitutional ASCs, they're coming way down. The premiums are coming way down. 2023 has already announced that they've got them. They're bringing them out like crazy. So all the ASCs, the premiums are going way down.
I bought
I paid 30 a piece for my last 5 that I bought.
Yeah. I was gonna say most LCSs are at 30. I have seen a couple around here that are at 28. Our guy Ron here in town is at 28 with them AZ coins. Well,
Yeah, I need
I don't know
four
if that's
more.
retail or I don't know if that's retail or if that's my price, but they're 28.
I need 4 more to have a BU stack.
Oh, nice. Well, that shouldn't be too hard for you to get.
No, but every time I buy them, they say they're BU, and I get stuff like this. And it's just, it's got luster, but it just doesn't look. I mean, that looks flat there. No luster at all.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's. I mean, at that point, to me, that's just a straight throw it in the
Exactly.
bullion bin coin.
Exactly.
I honestly, that is a coin. I don't clean coins, but I would clean that one because there ain't nothing else. It's just bullion at this point because it's
At
already
that
milky
point,
and
yeah.
crazy. At this point,
Or-
it's just get the milky out and yeah.
Or I get them that look nice, but then you look in the field and it's all scratched up.
Right.
I'm like, but that's not BU anymore.
Right. You know, I like how we call raw coins like that BU, but if they come back, they're MS. I like how we do that. I like how we do
Right.
that. Come in the hobby.
Unless you pay the $5 and tell them just put BU on it. That's
Oh yeah, the Gym BU, yeah.
yeah.
And you
That's
said involved.
funny.
Oh, that's another thing that drives me crazy with
Oh,
the
I keep saying
ASCs, the pandas. When you see these and you got there's a guy that's got like a set of 7 pandas or something, and they're all Gym BUs. And what ticks me off more than anything else is they're $50 a piece because they're that proud of them. I'm like, no, you just overpaid for them.
Right. Right.
You paid what you should be selling them for, and now you got to sell them higher. Drives me nuts because that's another thing. I'll tell you what I paid for a Gym BU right now. If it's a Gym BU, ASE, or Panda, I'm no higher than 35.
That's what I said.
I'm no higher than 35. If it's a
No,
Gym BU, 35.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you 30 for. I'll pay you 30 for the AC, and I'll give you your $5 back that you paid for the slapping.
Man, yeah. And what I'll do is I jack that up. You know, like I told you earlier, the 69s. I'll buy MS 69s ASEs all day long for 40 a piece. I'll sell them for 45. The Gym BUs, I'll buy them at 35. I'll sell them for 40. I'm making $5 off of you. Trust me, I am not. Hey, Tar Heel, how you doing? I am not breaking the budget over here with you guys on this.
Right.
You know, I'm not. And half the time when I'm at the table and if guys really start picking out stuff and start getting a pile together, I'm pretty much down. Like if they're wanting some of those, I'll just start giving them out $35 a piece, what I just paid for them. So I'm not even making money on those because they're just like, oh, here, you want $35? You already got $2,000 worth of stuff over here. Let's just, you know, that's what you want.
Yep.
Hi, William. I like the name change. It depends on the years. And it depends on, to me, there's two types of ASCs you should slab. And this is just me. Proofs and reverse proofs. Those are what you should slab. That's it. Those are what you should slab. The proofs and the reverse proofs. Anything else? But yeah, no, the MS70s, well, that's something I'll get the gray sheet out. We'll look it up and we'll come up with the price because I do know some MS70s are like 65, then I know other ones are 90. So that's something that will.
You got your no-brainers, your 86 and 96. Those are key dates, right? But then you got some sleepers that like MS69s are $100 bill, like the 94s and the 99s or something like that.
And your 2006s.
Yeah, those weird.
The 2006s are what throw me for a loop because someone came up with, well, 2006 is a semi-key date. Because it's a 20th anniversary?
Right.
Really? They're going to call it a semi-key because it's the 20th anniversary? If that's the only reason you're calling that a semi-key, you need to go away.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm being honest here. I'm probably being too honest with you guys today, but it's just where it's at. And it drives me nuts, and it doesn't drive me crazy. This is why I don't buy a lot of stuff in people's auctions anymore. It's just because I have to be at a certain price point. Because I'm not talking about selling you. Keep barking, I will. Yeesh. I'd like to get ready to count. Yeah, I mean, AZ Coins, you know, we live in the same town. I'm getting ready to do a big bulk submission. I mean, if you want, I can always send them in for you as well. And we could always, you know, do a payment plan or something if you wanted to do that, you know. When I, you know, this one's getting ready to go out anyway, but when I do my next one, I mean, if you want to talk about it in email, we can. And because the next one, but right now, I'm not dealing with PCGS. And the only reason I'm not dealing with them, excuse me, is because of the wait times. I'm dealing with NGC because at least the last NGC submission I got back for myself, it came back in 23 days. It was ridiculously quick. It was almost faster than Annex sometimes. So I'm dealing with NGC right now because PCGS, last time I dealt with PCGS, they had my stuff for 6 months. I was like, what the world? I had to call them and like, where is this at? What's going on?
We forgot.
It's not that they forgot. I don't know what happened. They said, sir, it looks like your stuff is backlogged and there's a note here that got put in our safe. I'm like, why did it get put in your safe? So I had Steve somebody, one of the directors of PCGS, get a hold of me of accounting or something. He credited all the money back to me. And he said, well, we're sorry about that. We don't know what happened. We don't know who did this, but we'll get this sent out priority right to you. You should have it within 2 days. If you get it, if it takes longer than 2 days, we'll refund. We'll give you some credit or something. But yeah, they refunded it, and then they gave me like a $35 check, which is basically like giving me one free voucher. But they sent me a $35 check on top of my refund, and I'm like, are you serious? Could have just gave me a free voucher.
Right.
Really? I have a roll of 2014 ASC tube MS. Now I have seen people send off tubes. I'm not going to lie to you, AZ. I have seen out of a tube, I have seen like 2 or 3 come out 70s that are in like the middle. The rest of them, they find something that comes out of 69 because the ones closer to the end kind of knock each other a little bit, and they find just little bitty baby imperfections where they'll 69 them. But some in the middle where they don't really move, they come in 70s. But that's what I've seen. I don't know anybody else's experience with sending in full tubes like that.
I got a full tube of 90th anniversary Mickey Mouses. That'd be interesting to send in.
But they also have where you can send in the whole tube, and they will grade the whole tube. They'll put it in an NGC tube holder, and they'll just grade the whole tube. But 9 out of 10 times you're going to get, because most of them are MS69s, even though you might have a few 70s in there, they're going to say MS69, and that is for the whole tube. You know, so it's an MS69 tube is what they're saying. So you got to be careful when you grade the tubes. Last tube I had, I sold at a gun show, and I had 10 of the 2017 Cougarans. I think it was the first year they started, and it was PCGS, and they were MS69s for 10 of them.
What'd you sell those for?
What did we sell? I sold them to a guy because we were going to trade for a gun. He ended up selling the gun, so he bought them straight out from me for $500.
10 of them?
Because, yeah.
Dang.
Because that's what the price of the gun was, and we thought it'd be a fair trade. But since he sold the gun that we wanted, he just gave us the $500 cash for him because he really wanted them. He wanted them for his wife because his wife, she said that she likes collecting bulk silver, whatever that meant.
Okay.
I don't know if she likes to buy them by the tubes, or she likes chunky silver, or she just likes, like big pieces. Like this would be like a bulk to her. I don't know, but she wasn't at the show, and we sold it. And I think it was one of our first shows we ever did. The first one show set up. They're on the table back there. You'd have to go down into my videos and find it, but yeah, they're in there with.
Let me do some quick math there. See if I'm getting old.
Well, we're not getting any younger, that's for sure. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Tara just must be pounding that dough out. She's been no picture, not talking for hours now. Probably just listening.
Shouldn't be huffing and puffing that much, but oh well. It was a heavy box. Sorry, but you know,
So,
it's this box here.
oh, your chunky box.
My chunky box, 220 ounces of 5s and 10s.
Oh, your
Yeah,
Ace Bullion.
Yeah, my Ace Bullion with the certificate. Yeah, nobody wants that. So
Uh-huh.
my Atmax 5 ounce.
Been trying to buy that Ace Bullion off you for years.
I got a. Let's see. I got this. Can't remember what this one was from. But it has a 5 ounce pour.
That one is from not Money Metals. Come on, not Monument Metals either. Oh, who is it? I can't remember. I'm gonna remember after this stream.
5 ounce shotgun shell.
5 ounce shotgun. Do you have any other rifles?
No, I've got a 45 bullet, but that's the only other one I got.
Oh.
1 ouncer. So I got this 5 ounce Italia Preziosi, whatever. I got the 10 ounce version as well. Italia Preziosi. Then I got a bunch of other 5 ounces here.
Now just imagine these are all gold.
Yeah.
And like the house would be paid off for sure.
Oh yeah, this was gold instead of silver. Yeah. Bunch of those.
What house payment? I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, just take this and be quiet, and I'll take the deed to the house and
Be
the
quiet.
0 payments and so,
Just pay my property tax.
a 10 ounce 9 fine.
That's amazing how condensed those are for 10 ounces.
Yeah, and I got 4 of the 5 ounces.
That's crazy how just condensed they are.
Here's a 10 ounce Scottsdale stacker.
The stacker.
Yeah. And this is a nice one. This is a 10 ounce Geiger.
Oh,
This
chunky Geiger.
serial number.
Chunky Geiger. You got some. Hey, Cash Money! It's an EC raid. Welcome everybody.
I got some semi-premium silver. Like I got a couple of these Nader bars.
Cage of Roots reseller. What's going on?
They're pretty cool. The Nader bars. But yeah.
$1 million Meg EC raid.
Some of my older 10 ounces.
Let me get you all in here. Welcome. Let me get you guys all glued up. There's a lot of people coming. Hang on a minute. We gotta blue these people. We gotta blue them up. Time to make money with money. Well, nerds over here trying. Nah, we're just kind of showing off. We're just kind of showing off and talking today right now. Just seeing what everybody's new goals for the year is going to be. If anybody has any for gold and silver this next year, I blew everybody. Y'all from EC, so I know y'all are good.
This one's a beautiful
You
one.
gotta ask.
10 ounce Freedom Bar. It's pretty cool on this side too.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. Some of these I paid too much for back when silver was a lot higher than it is now.
Hey, Grey Wolf, nice to see you in here. Seen you before. Welcome, everybody. Glad y'all Raiders in. If y'all would like, please hit the thumbs up. If y'all want, please hit the notification bell and love to be friendly with you. I've been on here for a little over 4 years now. Got plenty of content. We do lives. Starting to do shorts, and we do history videos. We just do a little every. We do
These
a little
are
bit
my
of everything.
favorites.
I love the Royal Canadian Mint bars. There's something about them. I don't know what it is, but I love those ones. I think it's the back. I really think it's the back of them.
I like the fact that it's a government backed bar, just a bar of bullion. It's government backed.
Right.
It's not a coin because there's no denomination, but it's government backed, and that's what
Well,
I like.
I can't wait for them to make a. I know they make 10-ounce coins like Kookaburras and Koala. I know they do, but if they were to start making like 10-ounce, like what EC calls, love you EC, but you call it the double dragon bar.
Oh
Right
yeah.
on the front. If they probably
It's
in the
the double
10-ounce
dragon.
version. I would love to get one of those 10-ounce created. I really would.
Here's a nice one, nice older one.
Oh,
National
That's
Refiners.
right.
Yeah. Plain old bat. Yeah, that's a nice one. A lot of these though, I paid too much. I paid 2020 prices. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna speak too highly on it, but I've got a lot of 10-ounce and 5-ounce been put away for a while, because of waiting for the right time to sell and everything. And I did see your email on that, and was going to try when we set up at the conventions there. I'm not going to put out who it is, but definitely going to try to do that when we go to the conventions. I just don't think we'll get the price that we're looking for right now, on YouTube for them. I think that would be more of a when we set up at the conventions. And our next conventions, it's going to be here, and I think they got one in February coming to Laughlin, and then March in Arizona. So I got a couple coming up.
Yep, the 210 in here. I think I have to get a bigger box. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna have to get it's a good problem to have when you got to get a bigger box. I've got the link pinned, DC, if you want to come up, or Cash Money, or anybody wants to come up and chit chat and let us know what you guys are going to do.
We just chew the fat. That's all.
The goal I'm going with, and I've said this, there's nothing wrong with being just a stacker, but with the silver and gold, the way it's just going up and down and just playing that market, I'm going to head more for the numismatics this year, but I'm going to head more for the older numismatics. I'm going to stay, if I stay with the newer stuff, I'm going to stay with stuff that it's going to be worth money, like the older pandas, the older koalas, the older stuff like that. That's what I'm going to stick with, so definitely what I want to go gear towards. I honestly, just because I think it's a sleeping giant in a way, because like your 21Ds, we were showing that with the gray sheet. We had a gray sheet out here earlier, and we were showing that with the 21Ds, how they've just skyrocketed in the last couple of years, and how other coins are just skyrocketing. And I just think now's the time to really get into, if you're going to get into some silver dollars, older coins. So I think this year is going to be the year to do it before they really, really start taking off. So, not to say, and of course I deal with currency, copper, platinum, everything, but I know I just put the title as gold and silver, but that's where we're going to head. And like this whole set of pandas is getting ready to go to NGC, and then we're going to get the 2016 up to 23. Sorry, I'm getting over strep throat. It's ridiculous. I've been up here for 3 hours. I don't know how I'm talking so much. I'm going to feel it tonight. I'm going to tell you. But every time I go to lay down, I want to cough. Every time I sit up, I want to lay down, but I'm coughing. I can't win. But yeah, so anyway, that's the goal I'm sticking with. What are your goals that you guys are sticking with? You guys trying to go for a certain amount of silver in your stack this year, or gold? Or you just guys going to, hey, LJ Silver Privateer, you doing? Oh, bring out the W quarter. Screw the silver. We're going to go W's. But Nerd's already said that he wants to try to go for 10 ounces of gold. It's his goal. I don't know how much he wants to go on silver, or if he's got a goal for silver.
I'd like to see 1,000, but I don't think I'll hit it.
I don't know. You might hit a thought. Well, I mean, all right, now when you say that, are you just talking? Are you just talking? Are you talking just coins? Or are you talking
just
bullion,
just
or just
total weight?
Total weight.
Total
okay.
weight. Yeah. That's what I'm
She's
looking
coming back, but she's not talking. But yeah, so that's what we're discussing. So, hot tea with real lemon, real ginger, and raw honey. Crazy bee well off. Man, you know what? A hot toddy does sound good. You know, I think I do. I don't have a lemon. I have the brandy. I have the blackberry brandy. We've got the tea. Oh wait, we might have lemon juice. Might use that. We have honey. Well, if I don't have honey, my neighbor does. Hey, thank you, Welchco. I appreciate that. I'm gonna make me a hot toddy here in a little bit. Woo. I forgot all about the hot toddies. Wow, crazy. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing, guys. That's what we've been chit-chatting about the last 3 hours, is just, you know, where we see 2023 heading us. And I know we're not going to forget y'all, but don't forget on Sunday, EC, the wonderful host with the most, is going to have the extravaganza Wheel of Fortune. It's not really a Wheel of Fortune. Well, it is for one person, but y'all know what I mean. Don't miss out. Be there for sure. You know, it's going to be an awesome show. He always puts on a great show. Love watching EC. So definitely check that out for sure. If you can. Hopefully I'm better, because I'm going to be at church first. Then be there afterwards. But unless I still feel crummy, then I don't want to get everybody sick. So that's why we didn't go last night. But do you go, Nerd, on Wednesday nights, or do you not go?
No, I don't.
You just go on Sundays?
Yeah. Well, the only my church, the Wednesday night, I have to go to the main campus, and I don't want to do that. Because my church has 7 campuses across the DFW area.
Oh, okay. Exactly. Who will win? I don't know. We will see. I don't know. Who do y'all think is going to win? Everybody's going to be like, me. Well, forget. Heck, I can't even sleep waiting on the extra. LJ is going to be first one there waiting with bells on, like, come on, ET, start early. Boy, let's go with it. Oh, man. Jam said that would be me, Siren. Jam's already got his name on it. You see, so don't worry about playing the extravaganza, Jam said. Just ship it all out to him and he's good to go. Oh, it's funny. I appreciate y'all, all you Raiders coming in and hanging out with us. Appreciate EC bringing y'all over. Much appreciated, brother. I appreciate it a lot. But we've been on here for over 3 hours. Man, I was planning on doing like an hour stream. Always happens that way. Plan on being here for like, it's going to be for like an hour. And then I'm like the worst SpongeBob ever. 3 hours later. But that's okay. Haven't been on in a while. Haven't done a live in a while. Just been doing some shorts, and haven't even been making shorts with sewing thread and needle yet. I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm kidding. But I appreciate that $1 million Meg. Thank you so much. That is so wonderful of you. We are secretly trying to push to 1,000. Like I said, been on here for 4 years. We're trying to get to that 1K. We're almost to, 750. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. 250 to go. We're really a little over 250, but we're really trying to push. But I'm secretly pushing because it's just, maybe when we get to like 850 or 900, then I'll really put it out there and push. But we are secretly trying to push because we've been on for a while. But but I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. And I make everybody blue in here just because when I do run certain auctions or certain things like that, if you're blue, then everybody knows that, or if I run something where like you can buy and sell, then people know that you're good to buy or sell. And we just know that you're good to go. You've already been approved by somebody. And if you come from EC, we know you're good to go. So, but all right. Well, Nerd, I think what is going on there? Armando shows up. Just getting ready to turn her down, and here comes Armando.
Yeah.
We were just chit chatting, seeing what our goals would be for 2023 is all. But that's what we've been doing. But yeah, I think we're gonna shut her down, and get out of here and rest my throat and go make me a hot toddy. Sounds good. But see what's on somewhere else. But pocket full of money and don't know what to do with it. Buy silver and gold. That's what you're gonna do with it. Gonna stack. Me and Armando gonna stack gold. Me and Armando gonna stack gold this year. All right, well, you guys do that. Yes, for sure. I appreciate that $1 million Meg. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got my antibiotics and already took all my steroids, so it should be within a day or two. Take care, everybody, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you again to all the Raiders that popped in. Thank you, EC, for bringing them over. And until next time, guys, this is Money Maniac signing out. Y'all have a great day.